Are we ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I will take your silence as assent. As
You get in trouble for that.
yeah, I was about to say. As all red-blooded Australia men do.
Oh god.
Why? Why is that just a black screen? Ah, well, we'll fix that up. That.
Do you have your streaming stuff, recording stuff working this time?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I am showing sound. I did a test record and I'm getting sound, so this is good.
So this, even though it's session 3, is now session 1.
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
God.
There's a couple of issues with the stream overlay, and I'm not sure why, but that's fine. We're gonna.
If it gets popular, we'll do like a little cartoon of the first couple for people.
Yeah, for
That'd
sure.
be so cool.
That'd be
For
neat.
sure. Right. Coolio. Why is that appearing down there? I don't know. I don't care though. That's not going to stop us going ahead. Okay. So, welcome to Wednesday Warriors. We are in our third session of our second campaign, as I madly click around to fix something, because I don't know why I'm behaving in that way. Because our first two sessions were plagued with technical issues. Alrighty, so what we might do is I will give a quick summary of the story so far, and then we'll let our players introduce ourselves, and then we're going to forge ahead. This is a three-parter, which is really funny, because the premise of this campaign was that it was going to be very episodic, and we've immediately swung into a long storyline. However,
Well, if you think about it, the technical issues mean that only one episode will show.
correct.
What?
Correct. Forever lost
Technically correct.
Forever lost in the BBC
This
archives.
type of correct.
We find ourselves in the world of Dyrn. A world that was once a somewhat typical Western European, medieval Tolkien-esque world, where a group of heroes adventured to stop an evil from the far realms. And they did stop that evil. But unfortunately, along the way, they didn't stop a flood from one of the deepest layers of the abyss, which has contaminated all water on the face of the world, slowly causing the seas to rise and swallow all available land, with the only ones to remain those nations that were powerful enough through either arcane or spiritual or divine means to raise their ships, their cities, or for some entire land masses away from the flood and to safety in the sky. There are two main factions at play in this new world. The Imperial Congress, birthed from the remnants of the Second Terethi Empire, ostensibly ruled by the Imperial line for the last 5 centuries, but in reality ruled by the mages that control the massive engines that suspend the 2 vast continents controlled by the Congress. Rich in certain resources and relied upon for supplying airships, they are, however, lacking in one of the most important things in this new world: arable land. They rely on the Kingdom of Revaine for food, biologicals, spell reagents they cannot otherwise garner. The Kingdom of Revaine, once dominated by the Empire, was abandoned during the ascension to the skies. And just when they thought all was lost, the great horn of Anam was blown, a Ragnar was called, and giants returned to the land of Revaine, bringing with them ancient primordial spirits that wrenched the entire kingdom from the ground, and it is now borne aloft by two incredibly powerful primordials. Those primordial blessings have led to a great agricultural abundance within Revaine. It is, as they say, the breadbasket of the sky. There have been a number of conflicts between Empire and Kingdom, but those hostilities have simmered now for several decades into something of a Cold War. And it is into this tableau that our players and their characters have been thrown. 6 months prior to the commencement of the campaign, a small Jarldom within the Kingdom of Revaine was attacked by raiders. But some of our characters know the truth. Those raiders were disguised soldiers of the Imperial Congress. The Jarl of Skull, Jarl Agrimson, also knows this, but political expediency requires that he moves cautiously, and he has recently obtained word that another Jarl, based in the capital city of High Revaine, is hosting a reception. And at that reception, he was tipped that there would be a momentous announcement. And last session we learned that that announcement was that he had entered into an alliance independent of the Landsmar, the Council of Jarls, with a Magister from the Congress. A Magister that our players recognised as being behind the attack on Skull. And in the aftermath of that discovery, we will begin tonight's session, but we will quickly go around the table very quickly, and we'll let each of our players introduce ourselves. And when I say table, this is a virtual table. I play at my actual kitchen table. D&D, as Gary Gygax probably intended, except with a little less bigotism. Who would like to introduce themselves first?
Not it.
Not it.
Serenity has volunteered as tribute.
Yay!
I think
Yay!
50 shot that would backfire on me.
Yeah.
Who do you want first, agent or intrigue?
Well, tell us your name or handle or what you would like to go by, and then you can introduce your characters in whichever order you would like, really.
All right, I'm Serenity. I am playing Vestra in the Intrigue Characters party, a knowledge cleric from the lands of Tordeus, now afflicted with blindness and having escaped the Council of Miracles, and come to Revaine for refuge. And my agent character is Mordron, formerly a ruffian from the streets of Tordeus, who grew up alongside Vestra when they were, urchins, and has accompanied her here to ensure her safety and to do for her what needs to be done.
Outstanding. In that case, what we're what we're going to do is we're going to go in reverse Discord order because we started at the bottom with Serenity. So that means our next person is going to be, well, you'll always be Zapjack to me.
Damn. I'm Solomon or Zapjack. I don't really care what you call me. I'm
That is an
playing
invitation.
It is. I'm playing Kanan in Windbane in the Intrigue Party. He is a fighter with a barbarian dip, which will be interesting. He is an ex-pirate turned merchant with some trauma in his backstory, which we'll probably find out eventually. And my agent character is Renar Windbane, also known as Styx, a rogue halfling, and Kanan's a dwarf, or as we call them, delvers. Both the Windbane being that Renar is Kanan's adopted daughter. And that's about it, really.
Outstanding. Alrighty. So that brings us to Rio.
Hi, yeah, I am going to be playing a father and son pairing. The father, the older one, is the entry character. He's called Naj Galanadel. He is a bard from the College of Eloquence, and the son is a draconic sorcerer called Alar Galanadel. And they're working on a mission which will come out in play, I hope. The father's full elf, the son is 3/4 elf.
The other quarter is evidently dragon.
Which just plays like a half elf. You know?
Or
It's
Threlf.
important to make the distinction.
Alrighty. That brings us to Nightingale. Go ahead.
Hi, yeah, I'm Nightingale. I'm playing for the Intrigue group a Furbolg Ilriga named Atlas. Her defining character traits is that she's 7 foot tall and kind of scary. She's great. And then my agent character is Birdie Blue, who is a blue tiefling bard, bard of eloquence as well. And she thus far is really into starting bar fights and failing at that. And has a particular way of speaking,
Indeed
which
she
is fun.
does.
She does.
Indeed she does. And then at the top of the Discord list, we have Celeste or Subjective.
Yes. Celeste. Subjective is my gamer name, but I mostly just go by Celeste because it's easier. I am playing Kath in Sende as an agent character who is a warlock who is attempting to right the wrongs of the world personally, and I hope that goes great for her. And then my agent character is a dragonborn ex-dragon rider pirate called Firma, who is who has a baby dragon with her now, which I think is fantastic. I have named the baby dragon. Finally, I know I didn't name it last session.
It has
which is,
been named.
It has been named Kuhala, Cuhala.
Outstanding. Okay. Well, for the benefit of those listening to the podcast, which is probably just going to be my children. Who am I kidding? My children aren't going to listen to me on a podcast.
Your oldest might. She has played with us a few times.
She has played before, yeah.
I could send it to my friends.
Yeah, why not? We are playing with 2 teams. We have an intrigue team, a socially focused party who are kind of minor movers and shakers. And we have a team of their agents, their lieutenants, you know, the people that they send to do their dirty work. So, the character overlay started to work. I'm glad. Whoops. Let's not shut down my recording software. That would be a mistake. So, we begin tonight's session at the reception where Jarl Windgrace had made his announcement. His wife, the Lady Oster Windgrace, had made her way out of the reception hall, and Vestra and Kath had followed her to speak to her, where they'd found her smoking outside in a courtyard. Which is hilarious because now between the agents and the split intrigue group, we have 3 separate things going on. So I have done this to myself. I acknowledge that. Where would you like to start tonight?
I believe that someone had approached the Jarl Windgrace at his table and was rudely cut off by us sneaking out of the room after his wife.
That is true. Naj and Bronwyn, the druidic advisor to the Jarl Grimson, who has accompanied you here to the city, had gone to speak with the Jarl. They're kind of overlooking this ballroom where a number of minstrels are playing some music. Oster had pushed away past you and made her way outside. Bronwyn had approached the Jarl and said that at his convenience, the Jarl of Grimson also had some information for him and perhaps an offer of trade between their 2 Jarldoms. And Naj, you had followed her as well. So why don't we open up with that here at this reception, as Atlas remains downstairs with Kanan. You can see there was a Delver delegation here too, from the Triumvirate cities. They appeared to be a little bit of disquiet between them at this announcement. But Naj, what would you like to do as we start this session?
Now, I understand it. The Jarl had just mentioned he was talking about this flambe meringue that he had got for desserts for everyone. He was very excited about that.
Yes.
So what Naj would like to do is say, "Oh, I haven't tried that. Is that from elsewhere?"
Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm unsure. It's something that my cook introduced. I had it before. It's quite remarkable. She tells me that the secret is in ensuring that the cookware is of the finest standard. So I told her that I expected there would be no issue with her making it in future.
Oh, I would expect nothing less, of course. We'll look forward to trying it.
You should. I don't think we've met. I'm told that you've been sent here by the Grimson. It's been a long time since I've seen old
Indeed,
Crunch
he doesn't
Nuts.
travel as well as he does. Curious though, a lot of people seem to call him that. Did he earn that name in some manner?
Yeah, it was a little salty in the war.
That would be the missing leg then.
We served together, you see. Quite the campaign back in the old
Tell me
days.
about it. Where was the battles?
All over. So obviously, he glances over at the the Magister, who is kind of just conversing very quietly with a couple of his attendants at the other end of the table, and then he leans back in towards you. He says, "Probably shouldn't be too loud. I don't want to bring up old wounds, but back in the day, Congress and the Kingdom, well, we had a few scraps here and there, didn't we?"
Indeed, that is true. It's strange that things have come around. Almost feels suddenly.
Well, I guess everybody finally came to their senses and realised that while we were all busy squabbling for scraps, the world was ending, isn't it? And he
It does make sense to work together now.
takes a spoonful of this flambéed meringue and starts chewing on it. He definitely eats with his mouth open. And as he does so, he says, I mean, the thing that started it all was, you know, Ereval Skyle. I mean, it's Kingdom Land, yeah. Like you've heard of it. It's Kingdom Land, but it's kind of closer to the Congress Skylands than it is to us. So, it was our land, but the Congress tried to claim it. Well, yeah, there are a
There's
few.
been many such places in Conteston. Have I actually heard of this place?
Make a history check.
Sure.
While he's doing that, when was this war that happened?
You can also make a history check.
Because I would imagine that Kanan probably fought in it as a privateer.
You know what? That's entirely possible. Don't make a history check. I think you make a good case, and I'll give this to you for free. The Ereval Skyle conflict was the last significant fight between Kingdom and Empire. For a 16, Naj, I wouldn't say you are intimately familiar. You know about it in broad strokes, and what the Jarl has told you is more or less what you understand. There is a small group of Skylands, Ereval Skyle being the largest, which are nominally part of the kingdom, in that they are born aloft by primordial spirits, except they are closer to the Empire than they are to the kingdom during most of their transition through the skies. And as a result, the Congress has tried to claim them, and in fact has claimed them multiple times in the past. Currently, they are what amounts to a demilitarized zone, and it remains unclear who owns them, except probably the inhabitants that are there. Kanan, you would absolutely know about them. The reason that these small islands are significant is that they are a very useful resupplying point for ships making journeys between the kingdom and the Empire.
Alright, so I probably fought over it, and also probably go there on a regular with my merchant vessel.
So any military campaign is going to want them to
Yeah.
push on to the next point. And these lands, do they move about at all? Are they like in a fixed point, or do they drift?
All of the Skylands drift to a certain extent. The Ereval and the skies around it do move, but probably for 90% of the time are geographically slightly closer to the Congress than the kingdom.
Okay. Yes, very hotly contested place back in the day.
There
I
were
suppose now it might become more of a trade station, perhaps.
let me tell you, some of the sorties we had, they were remarkable. Oops, looks like I accidentally unlinked that token. I'm just going to roll something quickly. Nudge, what is your passive insight?
Checking the sheet, it would be a 16.
Let's see. Hmm, 22. Make a note of that result. You get the feeling that the Jarl, remembers this time very fondly.
Sort of his golden years.
Yeah, to a certain extent. Although you'd be aware he's not really, he's not elderly by any extent. I mean, he's probably, mid-50s. Especially for somebody in a position of power. He's probably got a couple of decades ahead of him yet.
Yeah.
But
okay.
yeah, you can see that this was a pretty significant time in his life in the way he speaks about it. And I think also you would be aware that... make an insight check for me, in fact.
Yeah, sure.
Might get you to roll. 9. He's obviously pretty confident because he's kind of bringing up a topic that you get the feeling might not be the most appropriate, given that he's at a reception with
But
somebody high-ranking from the Empire.
The Imperial types are sort of off, not exactly at this table now, though, right?
So they are at the opposite end of the table. So I'll just.
Oh, okay. So they might actually be in ear distance. I see.
It is possible that they could hear what's being said.
I'll have to be mindful of that. I am curious about this arrangement you have. You made the announcement, but I don't know too much about the details to report back.
I leave the details to, people that I pay quite a bit of gold to oversee the details. But broad strokes. I mean, the Landsmar moves so slowly. They move so slowly. It's just, we just can't. We can't wait for these things to move. We have needs. I have a Jarldom to run, to oversee. This is a bold move forward. A bold move for those Jarls that are ready to seize the power. Seize the day.
The opportunity.
Absolutely.
Are the Empire people paying attention to, seem to be listening in?
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Eight.
What are these
Rolling
rolls
really
tonight?
well still.
What are these rolls? You don't really feel that you can kind of move your attention away from the Jarl in a way that wouldn't be detected. So it's quite hard to kind of pay attention to what's going on at the other end of the table. He's big and he's boisterous and he's paying a lot of attention to you. In fact, I think you get the sense that he likes the attention that you're giving him.
Well, of course. I can definitely see the gains to be made here. That's quite bold of you.
Well, bold is my middle name. Boldness is how I made my fortune. Boldness is how I got my place on the council. There's no room in this world for the meek. No. Courage is where it's at.
And scurry and the bold lead the way.
Absolutely. This kingdom needs Goliaths of action. And men and elves of action as well, of course.
And elves of speaking, perhaps.
Yes. Elves are very good at speaking. This is true. Reputation for singing as well, as I recall.
Would you like a song, perhaps?
Are you a musician? Are you a bard? Did Crunchnut send me entertainment?
In my long life, I have learned to use a few instruments.
He stands up, and as he stands up, he kind of pushes the cutlery and the plates forward away from him, and kind of puts his hands down and says, "There's this chink as a plate gets knocked to the side," and he looks down at the three minstrels that are playing kind of down here on the reception room floor, as he says, "Musicians, enough! Take a break." Boring anyway. The floor is yours.
Do take requests, perhaps.
Do you know anything in Giant?
I don't sing in Giant, but I do know some of their songs.
then please. And he claps his hands together a couple of times that echoes through this reception room.
I'd like to come up with something that perhaps isn't about the war between these two places, because that would be a big faux pas right now.
Potentially.
So perhaps something else about adventurous spirits and a trip across the Bifroster,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Sure.
Maybe it's actually the Giants. A song about the Giants returning would be popular.
I think that would be a very good choice here.
Okay, now Dice, you owe me this roll. Okay, you've been bad to me now a couple times. I need a good roll.
Let's have a performance check, or well, I guess it would be instrument proficiency if you're using an instrument. Pardon me.
Nice.
24. Thank you, Dice. Thank you.
Very good. So as you kind of make it, are you going down to kind of play for the entire room, or are you staying up here and just kind of playing for the Jarl?
I think I'm going to the edge here, like sort of to where it would go out and around, but
Sure.
I'm primarily here sort of on the periphery of the Jarl. So it's mostly to him, but the others would hear.
Sure. Outstanding. Alrighty. You kind of bring forth this memory of a saga of the return of the giants to Revaine. And towards the end, you kind of risk a glance at the Jarl, and you see he's got a tear in his eye. Kind of standing up straighter than you have seen him stand up prior to singing to him, and he is utterly charmed by this music. And while he is charmed, is there anything anybody else in this room would like to do?
And continuing to eat.
There was that
Did he
lady.
get cut off last week?
No, the opposite.
There was that lady who was eyeing me up, perhaps with some cards. Is she still around?
She is. She is standing here, kind of just back a little bit behind, behind the Jarl. She had conversed with the Lady Oster for a moment, but she did not follow her outside.
Excellent. What was it? Can I see? Is she one of these ones here on the map? Is she
Yep. Let me just ping her for you.
Oh, yeah, I can't see that. Never mind.
So she's on the upper level. You could go upstairs if you wanted to, but you would have seen her enough. Hang on a minute. I will show you a picture of what she looks like.
Thank you.
In a minute. Whoops, clicked the wrong button. So she looks like, where are we? View character artwork. And then show players.
Okay. She's elfish. Got a grey streak. All right.
You would say she's probably, from looking at her, half elven.
Cool. And I'm assuming she can't see me from here if I were to try and seek out eye contact.
If you were to move towards the steps at the eastern side of this ballroom, you would be able to probably see up onto that mezzanine and make eye contact with her.
Yes, I will do that. Where is east? Sorry.
West to the
West.
left. West. I need you to
So,
go
like,
west.
over here.
Correct.
Over here.
Correct.
Okay,
You can see
cool.
there are
I
kind of
was
steps up.
so confused. I was like, stairs? Which one?
To the west. At that point, you would be able to see if you right click on your token, set your elevation to 10, because I would say from there you would be able to see the top of that. You'd be able to see up onto the mezzanine.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I just sort of like make eye contact with her, and then look at an exit to this room.
Ooh, careful! That could be taken a number of ways.
What
Uh-huh.
is what you're trying to
People say,
suggest
"Oh."
that the two of you should go out and talk?
Or
That's
that I'm
important
available to
nowadays.
talk is mainly my intention.
You're available.
Oh, look at me. I'm over here and you could come talk to me. There's no one else around.
Yeah, there's no one else around. Looks at
The
fingernails.
will be going wild tomorrow.
What's your passive perception?
That would be a number that I can read. I think that says 10. Yes.
Kind of a downgrade from your last fireball car.
Listen, not every Firbolg I play can have a passive perception of 30.
Yeah.
That would have been useful. You should have done that.
She doesn't seem to be paying any attention to you. She's just kind of scanning the room.
Yeah, I'll wait. You sort of she'll sort of, you know how you dust your fingernails on your shoulder area? She does that, sort of looks down at them, flicks some dirt out of underneath them, and settles in probably at this like table over here.
Okay. After a few minutes, you watch as she just turns casually and makes her way out of the ballroom. She has
she look
taken the door that you indicated,
Did she... Okay, excellent. Then I will wait a moment
which
and then
is
subtly
this
as I can.
corridor down to the southeast, which is also the one, it should be noted, that the Lady Oster and Kath and Vestra also kind of quietly made their way out of.
Okay. I'll wait. I'll wait a bit, and then subtly as I can make my way out. Subtly as an 8-foot tall person can.
Okay.
Not,
Well, you can do that. You
particularly.
can move your token.
Yes. The door is closed.
You
The
can.
door is no
It
longer closed.
should not. It should be unlocked.
Yes.
Rub your face on it.
I cannot see much of anything. That's okay.
It's dark.
It is. Ooh, it's dark. Oh.
Do you have... No, Furbolgs don't get dark vision, do they?
Firbolgs don't get dark vision.
Just fumbling your way blindly down the corridor.
Let's just say, pardon me, there is enough. There is an external window with enough moonlight. Let's pop a light here so you can see what's going on. That you can
Under
make
the moonlight.
out kind of in
Make out with her?
in shades of grey. You can just
How many?
make her out kind of standing to one side of this corridor. As the door shuts behind you, she turns. What are you doing here?
I was invited.
By whom?
What's my y'all's name again? What's the guy's name again?
A Grimson.
A
I can't
Grimson.
believe you guys haven't done your homework.
A Grimson. Listen.
Says the
Yeah,
DM
right.
who only read your backstories before the third session.
Now, you're about to hear Atlas's accent because she's only said like 1 or 2 words so far, which is great. Which
We're
is
all
great. This
ready.
is when I'm solidifying it.
We're all ready.
I was invited by Jarl of Grimson.
Oh, God. Atlas has a sexy accent.
I know. It's great.
I'm not familiar with the Grimson. What business does he have with Windgrace?
They're old friends. I think he just sort of wanted to send us here in his place.
Windgrace doesn't
sure
have
nothing's-
friends. He has people who tolerate him for his money.
Well, one of those then.
Well, I can't much say I like him.
I'm not in a place where I can express my opinions, but you seem to work closely with him.
I mean, I can't say I like a Grimson. If he's the kind of person who's friends with Windgrace for his money.
It's not quite like that.
Why has he sent
Grimson's
you?
a good man. This deal's a bit of a big one. Everybody's scrambling for information. Everybody wants to hear it firsthand. I'm here the same reason most other people are here.
She's looking at you kind of, and she's considering something, like calculating something. Tell you what. Maybe there's a deal to be struck here. You have me at a disadvantage. Because you know something about me that the Windgraces don't. And I'd prefer they continued not to know about it. And in general, in my life, I like to turn disadvantages to advantages.
It's a good way of going about it.
Well, let's lay our cards down on the table, then. I will give you some information, and you will tell me how many people know about our little game.
All right. Sounds fair.
Good. You first.
Just so we're clear, those are my little list that I'm about to give you. Should I be concerned for them?
Quite frankly,
Generally, dead men tell no tales.
quite frankly, I'd be concerned for anybody who was present in this manor tonight.
It's just me and my bard.
Is your bard the type to keep their mouth shut? Because I've not met many bards that do.
She's rather an expert, and what things she does say make no sense. She afflicted with something she can't speak straight. So even if she were to yap about something, either nonsensical or unbelievable enough,
Miranda nods and says, I feel like I can trust you well enough. So just you and your songbird, yeah?
correct.
Right. Well, then you get one question of me. If I can answer it, I will.
Lauren here is going to have some thinking for this question.
Mm-hmm.
Any suggestions from the peanut gallery?
Cheerful.
her if she's single.
Tell me everything.
Yeah, what's
Ask
gonna be
her
a
if
question
she's
I think,
single
can you tell
and
me
tell
everything?
me everything.
I asked
Tell
what
me
she's here
everything
for.
is a command, not a question.
Can you tell me everything? It's a question.
The answer to that is yes.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and
the answer to that's going to be, I
Ah.
could.
You gotta
Okay.
think GD logic here, you know?
Cheating
Was that the
law.
question?
What
Yes.
she's doing.
Pun?
What do you, I mean,
What
you
she's
know
doing
something
here?
about this woman that we
What
don't.
she's doing here? Pun?
You know something about this woman that we don't. Surely that should inform you on what questions you should be asking of her and her existence here as a spy, I guess?
This is like the classic party finds a book that will answer 3 questions. Question 1, what should we ask? Anything your heart desires. Wait, that counts? Yes.
Yes.
Can we start over? No.
No.
Book closes.
Alright. Let me think of a question. God.
If you want one of two things, it's like, is the Jarl a willing participant in this alliance? 2, what do you mean by I would be worried for everyone who is here tonight?
Oh
that's
yeah, I think
something
that
would
one.
like to know.
I like that one. Okay. Let's alright. Alright, well. Why should I be worried about everyone here tonight?
Do you trust the Congress?
I don't trust much. They're gonna
No.
pull something?
Well, I didn't think you were stupid, so you've got that at least. The Jarl
Cheers.
does. The Jarl is very trusting.
She answered both of our questions. That's actually really good. She didn't even know it the second one.
Now,
I see.
it's time to up the ante. I need your oath that you'll tell
Then I
no
will.
one of where you met me. No one.
I swear on my honor.
Then you get one more question.
Golly gosh, whatever shall I ask?
Single.
Well, that was the first thought that popped into my mind.
What's your phone number?
What's your
Hit me up on socials,
they're
babe.
called pigeons. Yeah, what's your flying pigeons number or something?
What's your nearest
Your
wizard who
flying
can receive the
pigeons
sending
number?
message?
Twittle is a legally distinct business.
You got a familiar, babe?
Yeah, you got to
You got a familiar because I want to get familiar.
Oh,
Want to talk to this woman. Vestra has sending.
I know. Ooh. Also, I like how she asked for my oath. She might. Does she think I'm a
doesn't
paladin?
know. Chat, she doesn't know.
She doesn't
Yeah,
know.
You're a
I
paladin.
swear on my honor. Yeah, that's worth
Yeah.
so much from the
That's
Ill
what's so
Ringer.
much. Yeah. Great.
It's medieval times. I mean, what else? You can't exactly ask for a bank account number and a signature.
Yeah.
It's got to have some
Alright,
leverage.
alright.
Why I don't have sending prepared.
What question do I give this lady?
What do we want to know? What do we need here tonight?
So
Well-
we know that everyone here is in danger
Yeah.
from something.
Well, your mission.
from-
This
I
and
mean,
it's a
your,
majesty
your
around.
mission in general terms was to find out what's going on.
What the deal is that the Windgrace has signed up for? Yeah.
Hmm.
Here's what I would ask. I would ask where the Magister's room is.
Listen. This Magister? Miranda?
No, the
The Magister's
Miranda's a Magister?
No, I don't think she's a Magister. I think
She's
she's just a
not.
retainer.
No. Yeah, I mean, like, where's he staying while here? You know, like
The
where's
Council
he
of Miracles,
looking for a
fucker?
cover?
I wouldn't, purely because that would
Magister.
tip her off that we're probably going to be the ones that broke into her room.
Okay, so
Not her room.
No, yeah,
Just-
because no, we broke into his room.
just to
Yeah,
clarify,
but she already doesn't trust him.
just to
Doesn't
clarify,
mean she won't backstab us.
Let's give him a moment.
just to clarify, the person that the Jarl has made a deal with, who was at the table, is a Magister of the Imperial Congress, and that is not the same as the Council of Miracles. The Council of Miracles is another faction that are really quite bad, although they try and look really quite good. So the Magister is the one that had the emerald eye that you realised when he kind of spoke and smiled and shook the Jarl's hand was the person you had seen 6 months earlier at Skull. So I think the suggestion for Atlas is to ask where his quarters are, because it might be useful to know that in case there was another group of players with a thief in it that wanted to break in.
I
It's a
like
good
that.
idea. I don't like that the idea would let someone know that we're probably the ones that caused the break-in.
Yeah, but she's basically begging me not
It
to
would be
blackmail
problematic.
her.
You also
is
have
what's
her,
happening.
right? Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
She's not gonna talk because she knows if she talks, she's fucked.
Yeah.
But she
After
has
her.
more dirt on us than we have on her, doesn't
Was
she?
she? No.
If we
I
break
am
into the
She had
room,
to
definitely.
prove that we broke in, other than they asked me about
Yeah.
breaking in. It's
Hey,
her word
I
against
might roll
ours.
shit.
It's
What?
a lot of pressure on the thief.
What if a bird sees you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What if
Bestie,
a
our
familiar
plan-
spots you breaking in?
Our plan last session was to knock on the door and hit the first guy who opened it.
No. The plan last session was to knock on every door until you find a door that had something good in it.
Such a good plan.
I will also just point out, I'm pretty sure that Atlas would know. She has at least 2 party members that can cast suggestion right now if we need some assurance that this lady's not going to rat us out for the next 8 hours.
True.
Longer if the suggestion is, I think you should walk that way for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That just means she'll walk into a wall for 8 hours, though.
No.
Okay, I
would-
think you should leave the city and walk east as far as you can for 8 hours. Is that?
Better. That's good.
Oh my god!
So
I
we're
don't
in
have to-
agreement. We're in agreement that I should ask her where the Magister's room is.
Well, I mean, that's my plan for
Suggestion.
3 sessions has been to break into their rooms. If you think that is a bad plan and have a second plan, I would ask a question for your plan.
My head aches too much to come up with coherent thoughts. I like your plan, Celeste. I like
Let's go with my plan.
it. Let's do it.
Let's embrace the chaos.
Yes.
Listen,
I just
chaos
wanna put out
is...
there, Celeste upon I suggested the question.
Yeah, but I like Celeste more, so Celeste gets the credit.
Wow.
She's only known
I
me
see
for
how it
like
goes.
a tiny fraction of the time she's known Serenity, for the record.
How it is.
Man,
Yeah,
we've
for the
only been
record.
famous for half a session and it's already destroying the band.
Okay.
Famous.
But yeah, Atlas will look down at this. How tall is this lady?
You are taller than her.
I definitely am, but by how big of a margin?
Probably at least a foot and a half.
Feet.
Okay.
Maybe a couple of feet.
Yeah. She looks down at Miranda. If you can you tell me where the Magister's room is?
Her eyes narrow a bit. She cocks her head to the side. Then she smiles a little. Looks like we're both ending up with some skin in the game.
All about skin in the game. Recall.
West Wing. just south of the courtyard.
All right. Thanks, Miranda. Let's hope we don't see each other here again.
Yeah. Let's go our separate
Alright.
ways, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty sure this city a little bit small to house the two of us. And with that, our viewpoint shifts.
Those two are absolutely having an affair, right? Everyone else also
listen.
vibes.
This is your ex, right?
I was struggling not to say like we both have skin in the game of honey or something. Like the voices.
Said honey.
Oh, I do
With-
not regret making that
Or
Atlas
sweetheart. I think a sweetheart would have been.
I think I
baller,
almost
especially
called
in,
sugar.
Atlas's accent.
Sweetheart.
That would have been
Yeah.
great.
I almost called it honey, I think. But I didn't.
With that. Oh, there's a sprite familiar here. There probably shouldn't be. Let's delete that off the map.
That's my sprite familiar.
Oh, are
The
they,
one I have with me.
are they intentionally there?
She's invisible.
Sorry. I was playing with that feature and I thought I might have unintentionally put it there.
You guys
That's
see
my
her?
invisible
Extra
sprite
invisible
familiar
now.
for helping me with things.
Should I be
because
seeing the map?
Okay. You probably can't see the map right now because you are not there.
Don't exist.
That would
You
work.
are back in the reception. In
Courtyard?
fact, I'll put people back in the reception.
Is it possible to have just like a party token that would be like an invisible?
Yeah, actually,
ball?
can I do that? That's a good point. Let's see if I do. What if I do? Does this
Like there's that
work?
spell that does it, and then you just say like, I don't know Foundry actually. I shouldn't say I don't know for what.
Let me
But it would be
see
handy.
if dropping this here.
Didn't we have one of them
Yes.
in campaign 1?
I see.
Can I give?
Yes, I
Has that
see a
worked?
small room now. Yes, I see a
Yeah,
small
yeah.
room.
Great. So we now
Thank you.
move to an outside courtyard. You can hear the sounds of the city. There are tall kind of marble walls surrounding this area, an obelisk in the middle. There is just a small lantern set shedding some light. And to one side of this courtyard, standing, holding a cigarette, is the lady Oster Windgrace that Kath and Vrestra have followed out here.
Okay, so we actually got the juicy tidbit from her last session, which is that the Jarl has been making a bunch of trips to the Magisterium.
Correct.
I was
the-
hoping
to the
we brought
Imperial
the
lands.
dessert back from them.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure what our plan with the lady is now. Do you have any suggestions, Serenity?
None that wouldn't be uncouth to say aloud.
Say them anyway.
She did say that he sleeps around on her a lot, so maybe
I-
By which I, of course, get your minds out of the gutters. By which, of course, I mean mind control her to make us to turn against her husband and help us on our sabotage mission here.
Oh, not that like
sure.
last session we were joking about inhaling the smoke that she exhaled.
if I might make
I
a
did-
real suggestion,
I never said that. That's
I said it, and
entirely
you
something
agreed
you-
vehemently with
Okay,
me.
okay. Yeah, to be clear, you said that.
I have just remembered that our plan to break into the Magisterium's rooms was suggestion the lady to the Jarl consort, the lady
Lady Windgrace.
Windgrace to fall asleep so that I could steal her clothing and disguise myself as her.
You're gonna
Oh,
strip
yeah.
it out? You didn't even put it there.
No, there was a lovely dinner inside. She's not interested in food right now. And I'm trying to think if that's a good idea or not, or stupid as hell.
Would Kath think it's a good idea is the more important question.
Kat... I think Kath kind of hates her a little bit. Because of her resignation to mild suffering. So probably.
Would Kath be willing to be her for however long it takes to do whatever she wants to do?
I mean, it's a disguise. Disguises are disguises. I took Alta, Myriad, I can cast Alta Self for free. For a reason. Well, actually, the reason was because I thought I was going to end up in a bunch of situations where my face might be known to the authorities, but...
So, alter self or disguise self, because those are different spells. Alter self lets you grow fangs or get dark vision.
Or change
Disguise self
appearance.
lets you change what you look like.
Alta Self is...
doesn't change what you look like, it doesn't change your clothes, but it holds up to physical inspection. Was the key
Yeah.
limiter.
She's not a
Okay.
large creature, right? She's a medium creature.
She's a medium, yeah, she's Goliath. They're
she's a
big,
medium.
but they
What's-
fall under the category of
Is she
medium.
a medium or a tall medium?
She's like a size
know-
18, like a
Shit.
20 if it's from Shane.
Okay.
And you say she's
Can I get a 3
Soon to be single?
No, I actually think she's distinctly not
Soon to be single.
She
Soon
should
to
be
be single.
single.
We can make her single.
We can
Make
fix
her a
her.
very wealthy, very lonely widow.
How hard is it to suggestions?
That hard?
Not
You
that
should
hard.
do it.
It's a wisdom
What's a
saving
suggestion?
throw.
How wise could she possibly be?
So,
Okay, I'm gonna cast suggestion on her.
Let's find out how wise this
God,
politician
God
is.
forbid I agonize over a plan for longer than 30 seconds, honestly.
Don't they know after an hour? Or is that the other spell?
Okay, but does her husband listen to her about anything?
It lasts for 8 hours.
And my command is going to be, you should fall asleep and forget we had this conversation. And forget
okay.
we were ever here, you know?
Okay,
Um,
interesting. Hang on a minute. I'm
Get me
just
for 8 hours, but then I'll remember.
just relocating before my battery runs out.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me just prepare.
So
a,
you,
couple
all
of
right?
cards.
What save is that?
Wisdom saving throw if I was
Wisdom.
to cast that, which I am.
Wis-
I am casting it. Kath is going to cast suggestion on the Lady Windgrace. The suggested course of activity is you should fall asleep for 8 hours here and forget we ever talked.
Okay.
I'm gonna be so honest, I think you should have at least let her go to her room. We don't want her to wake up with like a cricked neck tomorrow, you know?
I mean, some god's gonna come. Like,
Going to strip her naked.
All right. I have some issues with this plan.
Okay.
No.
Tell me the issues.
Let them make the plan. Let them do it.
Because I think Kath would be aware
Mm-hmm.
that suggestion isn't going to modify her memory, and it isn't going to force her to go to sleep. You can tell her to try to go to sleep, and she will try, but it's not like the sleep spell, which magically makes her go to sleep. It will just... The end result of this is she's going to say, I think you're right, I should go to bed, and she will try and she will try and go to sleep. But if you instruct her to go to sleep, out in this courtyard, that is unlikely to be successful.
Okay.
It doesn't
have- you
induce
have made it-
magical sleep.
Excellent point. Here's my suggestion for a course of action.
Mhm.
You should drink an entire bottle of wine, and attempt
Zip
to go
line,
to
make it
sleep.
like 7.
Okay, 7. What is a reasonable amount of alcohol for a Goliath to consume that she
you
doesn't
go,
get
dude.
alcohol
Drink it
poisoning?
until you
I'll
pass
pass
out,
out.
and then we just hope she forgets.
Yeah.
Do you want to? I will just put out the option.
Mm-hmm.
If you want Vestra to take over here, just like let her know that you're trying to do this, because she can have a crack at figuring out a way to word this if you like.
You can take over at any time.
Oh, Vestra doesn't know you want to do this. You haven't told her.
I'm not gonna say it in front of the Lady Windgrace.
Well,
Okay, I will tap Vestra on the shoulder. And she has blind sight, right? She was reading earlier. I'm gonna well, no, I'm gonna tap her. I'm gonna put my hand on Vestra's shoulder, and guide her over to the corner of the courtyard, away from Lady Windgrace, and whisper to her. Is this...
Sure.
The Lady Windgrace is unlikely to be expected to return to the party. So, we may have an opportunity to use her to get access to the Magister's rooms. If we could get her clothing, I have a spell that could make me appear as her. I know a trick, I don't know.
okay.
I'm gonna plan out for characters to break into the place.
Well, okay, fine. I'll walk back to the party and sit down and do nothing. Would you prefer that?
I'm
I can
just
do
saying,
that.
I thought that was the initial plan.
Yeah, and then we cut to us, clearly post a period in which our characters could have broken in.
Yeah, fair.
Vestra is going to. I mean, she's been told what Kath wants. I guess she'll just kind of say, "What is it that you would like for me to do?"
I'm open to suggestions at this time.
You just need her clothes?
Just her clothes, and preferably no one to discover her.
Vestra's going to walk back over to the Lady Windgrace. Where are your chambers from here?
She looks you up and down, takes a deep drag, and blows out a stream of smoke and says, "It's quite the forward question, don't you think?"
Vestra just kind of, I mean, doesn't look at her, but just kind of has her face pointed in her direction, kind of nonplussed.
Why do you ask?
I'm simply... Is my deception good?
Which character am I playing against?
You character, who this?
I was just like, should I lie to her or should I just be like pretty upfront about this?
I would remind everyone, we're supposed to not be raising any concerns about our being here for Jarl Grimson.
I'm not raising any concern.
Vestra will say...
You should go on and seduce her.
You seem to have had a tiresome night. I was going to suggest that we could walk you to your rooms so that you could rest for a while.
Why not? Actually, make a persuasion check for me, please.
Fair.
I would like to use my human heroic inspiration to get advantage.
Sure.
Yo,
That is
human!
indeed how the rules work.
And you know what? I'm not entirely sold on a 14. Can I hang on?
And
Actually,
yet
sorry,
that
I should
is what you
check if
rolled.
this- I'm just quickly double checking if I can use the lucky feat on a roll that I use heroic inspiration on, because
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
not
you can.
totally sure on like how heroic inspiration works.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you can. Lucky, my understanding is lucky is independent of.
I'll do it now
inspiration
and we'll
system.
check it later.
Yeah.
But I think it only rolls like one of the dice, not both.
Yeah, I think it's just one. 14's the best of those.
14, yes.
So 14.
She looks at you a little bit oddly for a moment, then she shrugs her shoulders and says, "Why not? Better company than all those blowhards back in there anyway." And as you are walking kind of out of this courtyard to the east, it's a little noise from inside. She pauses for a minute. What was that? Agent team. What are you doing right now?
What are we doing right now?
I don't know.
You had a plan to break in.
There was
We did.
Yeah.
There was part of a plan.
We have 50% of a plan.
Concepts of a plan.
What have
Oh,
you been doing while this dinner
My
party has been
understanding
going on?
is that we're simultaneously breaking into 2 different rooms, and we need her clothes and that guy's leg.
And we're gonna have
This-
somewhere for
yeah.
Atlas to
Okay.
tell Birdie
Two-
where she could go
This-
to go.
Sounds
To
like
be
an absolute plan.
I would like to break into, in order of importance, the Magister's room, Jarl Windgrace's office, and then Lady Windgrace's room.
Well, it sounds like you might have to make some choices.
I will
I
say
have-
my plan. I mean, we're going with the Lady Windgrace to her room, so once we're there, I think that's fine. Vestra and Cass have that one going well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the priority is either Lord Windgrace's room or the Magister's room. But the agent team wouldn't know where the Magister's room is yet. So I guess we're trying to find Lord Windgrace's room?
I mean,
That does make sense.
I was
do
gonna say,
your
do they
two
sleep in
groups have
separate
any way
rooms?
of communicating?
Naj has sending,
Nash has sending.
but Naj doesn't know what else is going on around elsewhere.
I am
think-
If they were to
willing-
contact him after the
Yeah.
performance, he could then use it. He's got 1 spell slot left, which he could.
Why don't
Mortal
we
has
say, for the sake of
Mortal-
expediency, that an opportunity has occurred for Atlas and Naj to communicate what they have learned, and information has been shared.
If they did come back, like we're there as well on both teams at the reception, right?
Well, I don't know if the agent team is at the reception.
Okay. If they are, then I can send. If they aren't, I can send a message with the last spell slot.
Do we want to assume that, like, we had some drop point set to, like, leave information for the agent team at, and, like, you two have managed to, like, drop that off there?
Hang on, let me check my stealth on my other character. +2.
Yeah, I was thinking the beef rogue halfling would do it.
Sounds like you said frog halfling.
The Froyo is cursed.
It's frog.
It's
It's
cursed.
frog.
What's with
I
you?
would-
Everything's
Who
cursed.
would, who would curse a perfectly good pot of Froyo?
We love Froyo.
Yeah, but exactly, why would someone curse it?
So,
Yeah.
what
So,
is the agent team doing now, presuming that information has been shared?
We had a plan to break in and check things. I stood against it in the sense that we couldn't just break randomly into places. We needed an actual target. We now have a target. Assuming we've spread the information about the Magister being here, we can now perhaps try and get into their room.
We smash cut to the party torturing Francis Forties for information.
Well, if that information has been shared, then I'm going to say that the agent group has enough information to begin making their way in secret through the Windgrace Manor.
Excellent.
So, we might run this in the form of what has happened to the rest my links in the form of a skill challenge. At least the first part of it. So let me just pull up where journal. There we go.
So what you're saying is Renar has to make sure these Bigfoot loud people don't make too much noise.
Correct.
Renar would know that Mordrin is pretty stealthy. Okay. In fact, I did the math on this. Mordrin is the second stealthiest character and is only like half a point below Renar on average.
This level.
Right.
This level,
So,
yes.
How do you feel about a necklace which we can put like the big heavy people inside of?
I mean, that is
Maybe a turtle.
that is a goal that you can work towards. So, we are going to run this as a skill challenge. This is going to be a medium skill challenge, which means that over 2 rounds of skill checks, we need to get to 6 successes before we get to 4 failures. And oh look, I have a module for this. Let's just create a new one. 6 versus 4. In a sec. Segments, inner track 4. No, that is not correct. This is the one I want. And let me show it to you all.
There it goes.
Okay. So, somebody should probably make some notes, because there will be a number of challenges that I'm going to present to you that you need to overcome. You are welcome, though, to narratively present me with other challenges that you think might be more appropriate. So you have had communicated to you the approximate location within the manor of your target, which your primary target is the quarters of the Magister. Is that correct?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. So, there are a number of challenges that I would suggest that you will need to overcome. You will need to move quietly through the manor. There are 2 locked doors that you will need to make your way through. And there are 2 guards that you need to bypass in the first round of this skill challenge. Now, anybody may suggest a skill or an ability that they have to overcome any of those challenges.
I'm thinking do I have? Yeah. I can enhance ability on Ayla and then maybe run him by with deception, persuasion, intimidation.
Mm.
Alternately, I can alter self on him to change what he looks like and kind of do the same things, but I wouldn't have advantage on them. Unless being disguised would give it, because he'd be pretending he was a magister, maybe? What do you guys think?
So I think if your plan was to pretend that you're a magister, disguising would help, but ultimately you would have to make a deception check of some sort.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I reckon a big cloak basically makes you look like a magister regardless, right?
You know, they probably dropped their cloak somewhere, or someone want to steal it for me, and I'll borrow it for a bit. Then I can enhance my charisma and make the deception with advantage. Or deception and persuasion, perhaps. That would be 2 checks. Unless someone else has got a better idea.
No, that sounds
We're
like a
not
start.
sneak
So-
and look.
I was going to say, that's a good question. Is it like we contribute 1 check each, or?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We're going to run this in 2 rounds. There'll be 5 challenges in each round. You need to get to 6 successes over the 2 rounds before you hit 4 failures. If you hit 4 failures, the challenge is over, and you
So we all
failed.
get 2 checks.
If you
And
don't,
we've got to hit that.
yeah, if you don't get to the 6 failures before the 2 rounds are out, then you have had a partial success. If you achieve the 6 successes, then you have had a full success. Each round, you may each contribute 1 skill, or you may help another player in their skill check. Or you can cast a spell, or you can use a magical item if you have something that is relevant.
Well, you want to let Burma have a crack at getting through one of those doors first off, unless she's got other things she might be able to help with.
I have
I'm
an
just thinking, like-
athletics of +6, if that will help me attempt to bash a door down.
So we're starting
I will
this
also-
stealth
I will
mission
also-
by breaking down a door.
I will hand Firma a crowbar so she gets advantage. And
Would I not be able to
A
see
crowbar.
tools out of hand both doors?
So, by the skill challenge rules, you can't use the same skill twice.
Skill
Right.
twice.
But you
One
could
door
definitely
for
do
you,
one
one door
of them.
for me. Okay. Okay, so that's the doors assigned, the guards assigned. Does anyone have any ideas to make sure that all of us are being quiet and sneaky? Any spells from the bard?
Regrettably,
Bells from the bard.
do you have invisibility? I do not have invisibility on this guy
I
yet.
I don't have silence. I have shatter. If we want to create a distractive sound,
The opposite of quiet.
the opposite of quiet.
I
Yeah,
could
everything
have
about
it-
that is
Honestly,
the opposite of
that
quiet.
that is on me for asking
I will-
Birdie Blue.
I-
I can put something forward here. Let me put something forward here.
Yeah.
I like Mordrin. She's not as good as Radar, but she was just a criminal for ages. I could just like, if it's getting through the house quietly, I could just put forward like a stealth to apply her knowledge of like
Breaking and
into
entering.
places and like
100%.
knowing
I
the way
yep.
to like lead the group.
I
If
think
Rena wants to do one of the doors, otherwise I can do one of the doors. Rena can do the stealth section. Whatever
Yep.
works. Mordrin's actually
Um,
pretty helpful here.
I think that's a
Effective
great
growth.
idea. I like that idea. So why don't we start off with that? So as you kind of make your way through, Renard is kind of checking her gear, making sure she's got lockpicks at the ready because it's very likely you're going to use them. Mordrin, you are taking point and trying to lead this group from shadow to shadow, moving through this quiet mansion. So why don't you give me a stealth check, please?
Awesome. Right before I do, I would like to rage.
Right.
Quietly.
Quietly raging.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rage, which allows me to, for the next 10 minutes, make acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, and survival checks as strength checks instead of them.
What you meant when you said you were as
Stealth
stealthy as
check.
Renard, it meant you cheated in getting as stealthy as Renard.
Oh, yeah, to be clear, yes. Now, because I'm raging, and this is a strength check, I get advantage.
I love it.
That's a 25.
25
Jesus Christ.
is absolutely a success.
Yeah, so you will see Mordrin basically like lay a hand on the hilt of her sword and like one on the chain wrapped around her left arm and just kind of focus for a moment, and then that kind of energy you've seen course through her in battle just kind of pulses for a moment. And like her senses heighten, like she like points out like a creaky floorboard like right before Birdie steps on it. She like catches someone like when they stumble over something. She like catches them by the like back of their shirt to stop them from like knocking a vase over or something. And just as they're heading through, just is like very locked in.
Alrighty. You kind of not even having to direct people, everybody just watching as Mordrin kind of stalks through this mansion like she's stalking prey. That is one success. I'd say, let's say at that point you come upon your first locked door.
I'll handle this one with my trusty crowbar. She's removed
My trusty crowbar.
with Mordred's trusty crowbar. It's got bloodstains.
Rio, please take advantage for I would like to seethe.
Okay.
Will you allow me an athletics check to attempt to pry this door open?
I will allow you an athletics check.
Fantastic. 23.
23. I have set these DCs too low.
We're getting lucky.
With that, you kind of insert the crowbar into the frame of the door and give one heave, and there's this crack as the frame of the door gives way and splinters out. That is a success, but what I will say is that I don't think it's possible to crowbar a door quietly.
That is fair.
So the guards are now on alert, and that is going to push the DC on those checks up.
Just because the first two checks were a little. No, you're right. That's fair. Speaking of alert guards, what do we
As
come
the
across
door
next?
swings open, you see you're in a long corridor, and at the end there is a guard who is just now beginning to turn to see what that noise was. Who's handling this?
I feel like I need the answer on Can one of the stealthy types get me a Magister's cloak to borrow, like their overcloak that they would be wearing around the party? Be at the coat rack.
Is this something that you would have done in advance?
I did ask about it before we started.
Okay. Well, we can make that a skill check. Does somebody want to roll an investigation check?
I can certainly do an investigation.
Who's got a good investigation score?
I got a plus
Roll
5.
through an intrigue or
And
an
advantage
agent
on it. I've got a plus 5 with advantage for seeding.
All right, let's have an investigation check.
Is this check as an agent or an intrigue character?
This is my agent character.
Yeah.
That was not even I was meant to be using my thingy. So an 18.
18. We will call that a success. So you have managed to swipe a cloak that will let you put together a passable impression of a Magister. But what I will say now is that is your check. So dealing with this guard, I need somebody else to put a skill forward. In the context that one of you is now attempting to appear like you are a Magister.
Birdie, shut him up.
I have performance.
I have a cloak for you. Shut him up.
I was going to put
Excellent.
forward an attack roll and knock him out.
So my thinking here is that Birdie's going to wear the cloak and pretend to be a very drunk magister, to chat up the guards, whilst the others sneak through.
Okay, that will be. You could roll performance, or you could roll persuasion.
It's the same modifier in both, +8.
Sure.
Big numbers, people. Come on, 27.
Jeepers creepers.
Bards.
As fucking bards. As this Magister turns to look, as this guard turns to look down the corridor and kind of lifts a lantern up. It's like a bullseye lantern, so it turns it and the light flashes in your eyes for a moment. You whip the cloak up and kind of make your way forward. That is a success. Tell me what you say to this hapless guard.
Yeah, so she sort of stumbles forward, and in the darkness is just like, oh, good gracious, good God, is this the eastern? Is this the eastern one?
No, this is the Western one.
It's the western part.
Oh my, you're very tall.
This is the eastern wing. Are you?
Is it?
Are you lost? What's going on?
Because I thought this was the western wing.
It's the western wing.
It's the Western one.
Western.
It's a fantasy world. West is a direction now.
It's your other waist.
Sorry, what did he ask
Where-
at the
where
end
was
there?
the
I
other-
was focused on the west
It's
versus
the
east.
it's the opposite of west.
Where is West in comparison to now?
So
Jesus.
Nouth is the opposite of Nouth, and West is the opposit of West.
I could do
How about
calculus in these
fourth?
dimensions, but I can't conceptualize which way they are.
Diagonal.
He said, "Are you lost? What's going on? I heard something."
I sorry, yes, I bumped into a door. Is this the eastern one? I'm not sure.
Yes, this is the eastern wing. Are you with the Imperial delegation?
Yes.
I
I
see.
apologize. I'm not excellent at handling the strong stuff.
Right. Well, I'd suggest
Yeah.
you drink plenty of water and have a chamber pot ready, but you'll want to go through those doors there. These other people, are they with you?
Yes, we're having a party.
You gotta
She sort of like
turn-
puts a finger on her lips and like shushes him and gives him a wink.
He turns to look at the rest of you. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh god!
Uh,
I
I'm
thought y'all
pretending
was
to
looking
try
by
and-
until he pointed y'all out.
I'm pretending to try and keep her upright and just say, yes, just making sure she gets back safely.
For the sky is not blue at the moment.
Could
What
be a
are
very
they? Are they
dark blue.
gems?
He is going to 27 on that performance check. He's going to lean down just to get close to you, Birdie, and he's going to say, "Are you safe, madam? Are you safe with these people?"
She nods. Fortuitous.
Morgan's just going to like clap this guy on the shoulder and say, "You should be asking if we're safe with her," and just give him like a long-suffering. He's just giving him the look of like, yeah, like a long-suffering bodyguard who has to put up with this frequently.
As that's happening, Bertie grabs out her little water flask and tries to like pour it at Ayla to try and seemingly get him to drink more alcohol.
Yep.
The guard straightens up and he goes, "Very well, it's through that door there, but just I'll arrange for one of the other guards to look in on your quarters in a half an hour,
Might
just to
please.
make sure."
Ooh, he might need glasses.
I'm sure. Make sure she gets to her quarters.
Yes, sir.
thanks, lad.
We always do.
As you make your way down through this corridor into the next section, you come to one more locked door.
So, picking locks in 2024 D&D 5e is confusing.
Is it?
Of what I have been able to find out, because I have proficiency and expertise instead of hand proficiency in Thieves' Tools, I roll +8 +2 at advantage because I have
Correct.
proficiency in both.
That is my understanding.
Skill and a tool, yes.
Right.
Now,
So
I will just also put
confirm.
out there that if you fail, I
That's
do have
horrible.
proficiency in carpenter's tools and can just take the door off.
23.
I can just take it.
That's 23.
23. Wow, that's pretty good. This door does not present you with any real trouble at all. It opens up into into an intersection of hallways. You can see that this particular area would give you access to various different parts of the mansion. Now we're going to go into the second round of this skill challenge. You do only need one more success to complete it.
So nothing could possibly go wrong at this point.
Nothing can go wrong except if I double all of the DCs. So challenges here are going to be finding the location, moving quietly, another locked door, and 2 more guards. However, you are only going to have to overcome one of these. You may choose your
hasn't gone yet?
strategy.
I could do sneaking or locked door.
You
I
can't.
can shut the guard
The
up.
locked door guard are all within my purview.
I think Ashmika's just said we can't do the same with what we just did in the first round
You
of that.
do
So
need to
I could
choose a
have to do the
different
sneaking.
skill.
So I'd have to do sneaking.
Okay. Can I put forward? Has it been less than 10 minutes? First of all, since we entered.
No.
Okay, then my rage is expired.
No more rage stealthing.
Can
no, I mean
put
no. It
forward-
hasn't been less than 10 minutes. So your rage should still be up.
Oh, okay. Rage is still going. Can I put forward an attack roll for the guard? Just knock him out.
You absolutely can.
Awesome. I'm gonna take a swing on a guard. Just come up behind him when he's not looking, and I'm just gonna punch his lights out.
Okay.
That's a 25.
25. That will hit. I think I will get you to roll damage.
Okay. I'd probably have been using the pommel of my long sword, which is
So
I
it's
guess,
non-lethal.
weapon. Yeah, non-lethal, to be clear, definitely. So that's 1d4 plus strength, and I'm raging, so I add an extra
2?
An extra 2, and also an extra 1d6 plus 1. That's a mere max damage roll of 17.
Wow. Vestra hits hard.
Yeah, it's roll. I don't know why that one Vestra instead of Mordred.
Don't select Firma either.
17 is enough. As the guard crumples to unconsciousness that is standing outside this door.
She's just gonna she's just gonna grab a goblet with a little bit of wine left in it that one of the partygoers has left somewhere, and just put it in his hand.
Spill a little on him. Slosh it around a bit.
Sprinkle it with crack.
On him, and leave it in his hand so it looks like he's just been drinking on the job and dozed off.
Sure.
Are you knocking this guy out? You're also making him lose his job and his life ruined.
Yeah.
Encouraging him plunge into alcoholism. He's a sole supporter. He's a single father. Does night shifts
on the street.
Wow. You're responsible for the deaths of those poor children.
Good.
Twins.
Oh, twins.
Sure. With that, you find yourself, pardon me, at a doorway that leads to the north. You are kind of in the approximate part of the mansion where the Magister's quarters would be, and that door to the north, which is locked, is where you would need to go. Everybody roll me a perception check, please.
Perception.
Did you say everyone or someone?
Everyone,
Perception.
please. All of the agent
That's-
characters.
I am still raging.
Yes.
Awesome. That's a 20.
No way.
Thank you, ability to roll with strength.
Why
Nice.
can you perceive with strength? Her muscles,
Funny.
they see everything.
Strength of will.
To clarify, the feature says when you use this ability, your strength represents primal power coursing through you, turning your agility, bearing, and senses.
I
Look,
guess. Fair enough.
I'll be honest. I actually really like it. I think it's
No, it's super
I think
sick.
it's,
I think it's
it's
quite
super
cool.
I think it's really awesome.
So, all right. So we've got a 13 on Firma and a 20 on Mordred were our highest. Firma, you make out through this door. You can just make out faintly the jingling of armor. It sounds like there is at least a guard stationed behind this door. Mordred, you notice that too, but you also notice and you realise that you've glimpsed it a couple of times now, that they're just kind of scurrying from shadow to shadow, that there is a small mouse following you.
It's my
Is
boy.
that mouse?
Birdie, have you seen this mouse before?
It's
No.
a distinctive mouse, would you say, Schmickers?
It might be distinctive to
I feel like
Birdie. There's
he
just
has the
little.
air of a disobedient adolescent.
It kind of scurries. It kind of scurries to Birdie, and then just kind of does this little mouse-sized jump, like an inch up, just enough to grab onto the kind of the hem of her dress before kind of scurrying, jumping, getting to the top, and then in this tiny little mouse-like voice, "You haven't seen my mother, have you?"
Does the
How are
mouse
you
say that in
making
like
that
common?
noise?
Yes, I am
Yeah.
making that noise. So
How?
canonically,
I'm very impressed.
how with
Yeah.
my awesome DM skills.
Yeah.
Canonically in 2024, wild shapes can speak.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I believe they can
the
speak.
mouse-
oh, these newfangled rules.
I believe they can speak the languages they know before they wild shape.
Okay.
The mouse
Is-
gets
is
like bonked
canonically
about
a
his
word?
shoulder, looks over, and sees Mordred making direct eye contact with it.
Immediately
Birdie
disappears into
smiles.
her hood.
Yeah.
Has Birdie seen his mother?
I don't know if Birdie has. I don't think you
Right.
guys were at the reception.
Yeah.
You
Birdie
would. You
replies-
might be aware that she's here though.
I mean, we were on the boat, right?
Mm.
We were all on the boat, and you were hiding with him on the boat, and he was hiding from his mom, who's Bronwyn, right?
And
Correct.
yeah, and then when they arrived here, Bronwyn immediately locked on that he was attached to
Yes.
Birdie.
Yes.
Yes.
So
And then
fond of
he
him.
ran.
And you
And then
know.
he took off into the city, and she took off after him,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
gave up the chase, and is now at the reception, and he has also arrived.
Birdie's here to help.
Successfully avoided
Yeah.
her.
So Betty replies, "Not with mine eyes, though in my mind I do know that she's at this reception."
Thought that
You
was
still
going in a
talk funny?
different direction.
Could I not?
God forbid.
What are you doing about this locked door? Is Mordrin Kool-Aiding through it?
Unless
Kool-Aid Man!
Do we have anyone who can lockpick it quieter?
So we're out of the skill challenge now. So Renar could absolutely lockpick it.
Yeah, Mordred will just
Renal,
next
please.
to it and just say, sticks.
But you
I can
do.
misty step through it, but it's going to put guards around.
30 line of sight for Misty Step.
Nat 20.
That's a total of a 30.
Wait, hey.
Man, we are doing real good for level
Level
3
three?
characters.
Those ears are burning.
Holy
Level 3 with a total
dooly.
of 30.
Mordred just grins and like claps sticks on the shoulder and is just like, that's my goal.
This is a
Before-
muscle up. You can open
as
it by hitting it
as
with
you
another
turn,
muscle up.
Mordrin, as you turn and ask Renar to deal with the lock, she's kind of standing there pointing at it, and it's already unlocked.
Yeah.
She's already, while the mouse has been happening, she's already unlocked it and is tucking her tools away.
Job's done.
Well done.
Let me just unlock
On
that
your
door for you.
sticks. We had sound inside. Mordred's going to say, Mordred's just going to grab the handle, say, ready for a fight, and open the door.
We're just going straight for the fight.
Why not?
Surprise.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do we have another way into this room that's not through the door with a guard in it?
Nah, man, you said you wanted to fight. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't have another way in.
Birdie the
Alright.
Magister is in this room.
Birdie the Magister with a Majesty cloak.
Mordred wants to get this done while she's still got her rage up.
Fair enough. Yep, I take your point. All right.
Like
In that case, as you all make your way in. Renar's not in there yet. Hang on, let me drag her in. Why can't I get you in? There we go.
Walking away.
Would we have gotten a short rest at any point during the intervening time?
Oh
between
yeah, for
earlier and
sure.
now?
Absolutely.
Okay,
You
anyway,
all
that's
take a
fine.
short rest before this starts, and as Mordrin shoves the door open, you see a room with two guards, both holding bullseye lanterns, who both turn to look at you, and we will have a short break during which you can all roll some initiative.
Way, hey.
Now, did you know that initiative is a strength? No.
Time for a
God, I
word
wish.
mouse.
Surely you get advantage on initiative checks.
Not yet. Not until a later level. Specifically at level I want to say
Ugh.
6.
Well, if we're taking a break, I'm gonna use the ladies' room. I'll be back.
Don't
Alrighty.
fall in.
Back in a moment.
Now for a word from our sponsor.
If only we were good enough to have a sponsor. All right.
Welcome back. Fairly sure we're now learning some at the moment.
Just the two of us.
Don't make me get that song stuck in my head.
Too late.
It is.
I need to roll some initiatives too. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Silence is telling.
Schmickers, I don't know if you caught it, but I found the rule for heroic inspiration. It is heroic inspiration is you can expend it to re-roll any die immediately after rolling it.
Yep.
So it does stack with lucky. But we did run it slightly wrong. You must use the new roll if you use heroic inspiration.
Okay. Yep.
But technically, there it should have been the 7 rather than the 14.
I'm on Flood Watch. Good to know.
It's done now. I'll just steal a victory from you at some other time.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to bring it up just so that it's so that we don't get actually by the viewers at home.
Actually.
I'm never reading the comments.
Never ever.
I say this with love. I'm the actually when I'm watching stuff. So I understand. And everyone in the comments yell at us about all the other things that we got wrong. Schmickers actually loves it. He plays kind of coy. He'll say, "No, don't do this." Do it. He loves it.
I'm back. I've got strawberry milk.
Compare him to Matt Mercer as well. Give him
What is happening?
Yeah, definitely do.
Well-
that is a level I am on.
I've not watched a single minute of Critical Role or listened to a single minute of Critical Role. I think you're better than Matt Mercer.
Who even is Matt Mercer?
Do you know? I don't know.
I painted myself blue and went in public transport like that.
Isn't
and
he
I'm
some
having
dude
more
that
fun
used to
in
be a
this.
DM?
In Melbourne.
Yeah.
He used to be. Damn.
He is canonically no longer the DM of Critical Role.
He isn't. That's correct.
Yeah.
It's
See,
Gleam, and I love Gleam.
I always preferred Mark Mercer from Dimension 20 on a bus.
Oh yeah, Mark West is pretty great.
I've only seen the shorts of that. I haven't watched it yet. It looks so
It's not a full
funny.
thing. It's just the shorts.
No, it's a full length campaign.
Didn't they do a
Mark.
full episode of it?
Oh, it is.
Full
Yeah,
episode,
Full
yeah.
length. It's a full length campaign of Dimension 20 on a bus.
it
I'm
is.
just
It is a
saying,
full length
Blue
campaign.
Blue
In which-
M&M and Lint's dynamic is incredible.
In which they blew up the bus in the first session.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's LAX. It's a really compelling tale.
Why am I getting messages from work on my day off?
Arena,
That's crazy.
why didn't we watch Fate Zero dubbed so we could have heard Matt Mercer as Kiritsugu Emiya?
I don't know who any of those people are.
Also,
Okay,
for
so
the record,
imagine-
both Rio
imagine
and I are
doing
drinking
the
strawberry milk.
job.
Imagine
you
the
out.
saddest man in the world. And then give him a wife. And then his wife goes and hangs out with King Arthur, who is a girl.
Hoo hoo hoo.
Sounds like a really
Like
kind
Queen
of.
Arthur?
Sounds like a really woke show that you're talking.
Oh wait, no, we got Celeste talking about Fate. God damn it. Move
I
on. New topic.
would not describe Fate Zero as a work show, considering what it does to its female characters, children, its male characters, and
It's
the
not work.
squids.
It doesn't make characters female to be woke. It makes characters female so they can draw more naked women.
Right. So, like just a typical anime. Alrighty, Firma, you need a dragon companion. I assume they're following you.
Firma has a think like a baby sling, but on her back that the dragon companion crawls out of for this combat.
Classic. Alright.
A baby backpack, if you will. Oh my god, you made it bigger. We can actually see it now.
It's not meant to be that big. It's not that big. Why is this
What
happening?
a
not
cutie
yet.
patootie. What a sweet little critter.
Yeah.
When you say baby backpack, do you mean like a baby Bjorn, like it's in the front, it just sits there chilling?
A baby
Do you carry it
boy?
around like a little baby sling thing?
Is
Yeah.
Yeah,
it,
like they stuck the baby in front.
is
yeah,
it
in a little bag.
small or tiny?
It is small, I believe,
Okay.
at the moment.
So it takes up
Uh,
full
let
grid
me-
space.
Let me
There we go.
crack open the old Unearthed Arcana. Oh, you've shrunk it before my eyes.
Yeah,
My darling baby girl.
it's cold in here.
I don't know if that's how
Okay.
dragons work, but you're the DM,
It's
so I guess
100%
you
how dragons
decide.
work. It's how dragons work in this world. They shrink when it's cold. Everybody knows that. Alright,
Everybody knows.
let's start some dramatic sounding music.
I can't send this podcast to my mum.
I mean, does
I
she
mean,
like...
unfortunately, she
Does
will
she
miss.
like Goliaths that smoke with cigarette holders? Because half the players appear to.
Oh,
I hope this doesn't change something in me.
I hope this
Ugh.
doesn't awaken something within me.
That's it, that's the one.
Alright. At the top of initiative, Mordrin has shoved her way through the door into this room as the guards are just now turning to look at you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna give them the Theodore Three Chiefs special. I'm gonna move up to here. Reckless attack, longsword swing.
Lethal or non-lethal? I have to
Non-lethal.
ask.
Are these are Magistratum guys?
No. These just look like the mana guards that you've been dealing with. These are not. They don't look
then
like they're from the
non-lethal.
Empire.
Non-lethal. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Plus 2, plus 1d6, plus 1. Why don't you go ahead and take 16 damage for me on the house?
16 damage.
And for good measure, he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Don't think that will matter that much to him as he crumples into unconsciousness.
Well, you never know. And then, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Having just smacked his friend into the wall,
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go another. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's my turn.
All
Try
right.
me.
Are this guy's
fucker.
pants brown?
Yes.
I mean, he's literally just turning around to see what happens as he sees his friend. Why can't I change that initiative? As he sees his friend crumple to the ground and Mordrin rushing towards him. Update.
Is Schmicker's mic turning out for anybody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the initiative counter's off. So it says Ela Rio rolled 21.
When I first rolled
22.
off D&D Beyond, it didn't accept it. When I rolled it on the local sheet, it worked. And then I said I rolled the other one first. It should be 9.14.
Ah,
Rather than 21.
Oh, and also
I still
Solomon isn't even on the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
All right, let's
I
fix
like
that up.
we all have the dexterity modifier to change the things, except we all have the same dexterity.
Yeah. All right. Zap. What did Renard roll?
I rolled a 22, I believe.
Okay.
Unless I rolled something wrong, different than Beyond, which I may have had on.
Was that also lethal, non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. What have I got? I've got a sleight of hand there that was crazy.
I rolled a 16 on
16?
Beyond. I'm at 16. I think I've realized why they sometimes don't appear on Foundry, though, so I should hopefully remember to do it properly next time.
Alright, that means that Renard indeed will be next as Mordred rushes in. Renard slips through the door behind her, her diminutive size. Oh, actually, no. One of the guards just pips through. Oh, what's Renard's dex?
18 plus 4.
It's probably going to have Renard going first before that guard. I'm just going to update that to plus 4.
I remember having that thing activated from my previous campaign. I don't remember how I did it, though.
Let's fix that up. And let's step back in time.
Renard has a really high dex.
Yep.
It was just any number above 16.12. All right, Renard, it is your turn as you've seen Mordrin smash one guard into the wall and crumple unconscious and is rushing at another one. What would you like to do?
Throw a dagger handle first, so the pommel hits the dude in like the side of the head, attempting to do so.
Rules as written say you cannot deal non-lethal damage at range.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know for future reference. In that case, should draw a short sword and like go in for a run.
All right, go for it.
And attempt to like slide like through the middle of where they're standing.
Yep.
And just go for a nut shot.
Oh, alrighty.
Seems to be a common tactic from Renard.
A low
She's 3
blow.
feet tall. Perfect range.
Okay, it's a perfectly adequately tactic, man.
Is that an
Exactly.
11 to hit?
It's unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, you go
Actually,
for the
before, let me check
scrote.
something quickly. Where did that go? Where is that? That species. Unfortunate. Never mind. Continue.
Go for the scrote. And the short sword kind of rips through the fabric of this poor guard's breeches, but does not connect with anything, much to his relief.
How close it is? Does the guard shriek?
Yeah, I'd be like,
A couple
think
of
the end
tiny
of
little
them.
curly hairs just go floating down towards the floorboards.
like yeah, so I'm like I slid between them type deal, being that I can go through medium-sized creatures.
Alright, anything else on your turn?
I don't believe so. Let me check. bonus action. No, I think I'm good. I'm good there.
Alrighty. In that case, the guard that has seen you two rushing towards him, spoilt for choice, but is going to go for the largest target.
He also
alrighty.
gets advantage on me.
He does. He does.
For all that it won't help him.
He is going to. Oops, I just need to move the encounter tracker out of the way for a moment so I can click on him to do things. Alrighty. Swings towards you with a spear, Mordrin. That is going
That was
to
his first
be...
mistake. If he wanted to live, he should have disengaged and run.
Probably. Alright, that is... Oh no! That is a total of... That is a natural 3.
That's probably going to be a miss.
The spear thrusts towards you. Oh, actually, he has advantage. I forgot about that. I didn't roll that advantage. Let's just see. Let's just see. That would be pretty funny. That wasn't that one.
That I heard the sound.
Yeah.
I rolled that into
the
existence.
little farty nat one sound that it made. was
That
perfect.
was indeed a nat 1. The spear point thrusts towards you, but as it's about to make contact, Renar slides between his legs and slices his breeches open, and he just freezes with the spear held there and just looks down in horror. That will be his turn.
He looks back up and he just sees Mordred like crack her neck.
You hear a voice from further north in this area. What's going on out there? And a guard from somewhere else is going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
Quick, you guys on the outside of the room, convince him everything's fine.
I really
Oi,
said so.
stop right there! 30 feet will be just enough to get to Renar as he rushes at her with spear.
Oh, from that.
Alrighty. That is going to be a 13 to hit. Ooh, that won't be enough. These have been some awful rolls tonight. I'm pretty sure none of these guys have multi-attack yet. They're just guards. As the spear stabs at you, Renar, but you duck underneath it. Then you hear the jingling of footsteps. There is another guard moving towards you. In fact, you can just make out a muffled voice as you hear a voice from the north say, "Stay here, I'll go and figure out what's going on." 30. And then he will... move... Actually,
So do I just like set everything on fire?
would
Like,
need
the room?
an action to open that.
You did not.
Lock it behind him. Alrighty, and that will be all of his movement. Ayla, that brings us to your turn. As you've seen more guards, another guard come rushing out. What would you like to do?
Ayla's going to try for the third combat in a row to see if someone will fail the hold person. So, these two guards that are on my friends, I will twin spell one. Well, both of them, but like that's why 2 targets.
Alrighty, so twinning against. Alrighty, so that is what kind of save is that for a hold person?
Wisdom DC 14, please.
Okay, it's gonna be a hard DC to hit for these guys, but let's see what we get. The guard engaging Renar rolls a 2.
It worked! It finally worked!
And the guard engaging Mordrin rolls. That is going to be a 17.
That'll do. One of them. I'll take one.
So hold is paralyzed
Yes.
or incapacitated.
They are.
Paralyzed, which applies incapacitated.
Okay, yeah.
It should automatically do it when you mark the condition, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Alrighty, that guard, Renar, as the spear kind of lashes down at you, all of a sudden just freezes, kind of muscles quivering, but appears to be unable to move any further.
You guys get advantage on it. Go nuts.
Yay.
And I will keep an ear out for anyone else coming from like behind us.
Alrighty. That brings us to Birdie Blue's turn. What would you like to
Hello.
do, Birdie?
How much of an action is it to close this door behind me?
That would be a utilize action. I mean, I guess that would be your free object interaction in the round, so you could probably do that and still have an
Yeah.
action.
Yay, I'd like to close that door
Okay.
and then move.
I'd like to make a dexterity check to see if the door closes on my nose.
Doink!
And then move
I mean, if
30
it does,
feet
I'm making
over
you roll a
here.
concentration check.
It's gonna do damage.
I'll move 30 feet over here.
Okay,
And then, yeah, did I hear it right that both of these guards are incapacitated or just the one?
just the one.
Just the one. Okay, on the bard that isn't incapacitated, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery. Because he stinks. Yeah.
Is that what you tell him?
No, what I tell him is, I've got it written down. Where is it? Would thou wert clean enough to spit upon, and I shall do that. So I shall be needing a wisdom save.
That's a 15.
He saves. So
Regulate.
that's that.
What's your spell save DC?
14.
Whoa.
Currently level 3.
I know. And I will use my bonus action to give Firma a bardic inspiration.
Outstanding. And Firma, you are next in line as you've watched Birdie kind of trip into this room and turn around and tell this poor guard he's not worth spitting upon. What would you like to do?
Well, first my dragon companion acts on my turn, so I would like to move my dragon companion 30 feet up here to try and get it. Oh yeah, that's a great. Yeah, it's a good perspective, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Any further? No. 30 feet. Flying movement. Yes, that does make sense. And then I'm going to do the thing that I do, which is hit things.
Hit
I think.
things hard.
Yeah, that's the goal. So I will move up.
Mm-hmm.
And I will start swinging.
Outstanding.
Great axe. Attack. Normal. 20. That is a nat 20. That is a crit on this poor paralyzed god. I didn't even roll advantage. So.
Doesn't it do max crit damage?
I don't think we agreed.
I don't think we did not have a unanimous agreement on the Perkins
that
crit.
It wasn't unanimous, but it was
that is-
favoring yes.
23 damage for the gentleman.
Lethal or non-lethal?
What does Farmer think in this situation? Lethal.
Oh god.
Just I didn't move to dodge the blow, and she was kind of expecting it, and also, I just don't think she would let people live in this scenario. She's a pirate, Sky Reaver. He's dead.
His
Screw that
eyes
guy.
are the only thing that can move, and they do kind of swivel to look at you, and you can see the fear in them before your axe almost bisects this man.
These things happen.
I mean, that was a choice that you made.
That was the choice I made. That's it, and I'm sticking to it. Violence is the answer.
Anything else on your turn?
I guess, hang on. I can order my dragon to take any actions using my bonus action, right? If you can move and use its action, the only action takes this. Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to make my dragon companion dash.
Sure.
And I'm gonna hope that that works the same way that it always has. Yes, okay, fantastic. And I'm going to move it up 15 feet around this corner and have a peek. That is a god. And then
Ruh-roh.
one more. Nothing around that way. Okay, that's 20, so I'm gonna move back 10.
Okay.
It's telepathic, by the way, so it's gonna the name again. Kuhala will let Firma know that there is in fact a guard around the corner, but no other guards within sight.
So Firma
and I will pass my turn.
knows this.
Firma is aware, full of knowledge.
Okay, let's put a name on that token. Now that your dragon has a name.
Now that my dragon has a name.
If I only had a name.
If I only had a name.
Does anyone speak Dragonborn? Or
Yes.
Draconic? Okay.
Yes.
Kuhala means heart, or my heart.
Wait, I'm sorry. No, Naj does. Aliens.
Okay, in which case, you know nothing.
I know nothing.
Jon Snow. Alrighty. Is this far enough away? Let's make a... Actually, no, it's not, but he was instructed to stay there, so that's what he's going to do. Holding an action. Alright, that brings us back around.
I had heard another guard to the... Was that out the north or the south on this map?
North.
North.
To the north.
Okay. To the north.
Moving enough.
And it's no longer difficult terrain to move through allies in 2024, is that right?
I do believe that is the case, yes.
Arena's small anyway, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Can I cut that corner to get 30?
I'll say you can cut the corner.
Okay. Ooh, that's bad news for this guy. Because that means that I'm within 10 feet of him. And that means...
Hoi, you there, halt!
reckless attack.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, 11.
11 to hit? That won't hit.
Actually, no, you know what? I have a heroic inspiration from last session. So let's try that one again.
Sure.
12.
12 also will not hit. The chain clangs against the guard's own chainmail, but doesn't do any damage.
Should you not have taken an attack of opportunity there?
Oh yeah, if that guy wants to take that swing, he's welcome to.
Yeah, I think he probably would actually, as you try and disengage.
It won't be an advantage because it's my turn again, and I hadn't yet taken the reckless attack.
Yeah. All right. Oops. Why does it think I have the dragon companion selected? I do not. Let's open that sheet up.
That's my baby golf. Don't select. Hands off.
Don't touch my baby girl. That is another natural one for this poor motherfucker. He's having a bad day. He's just seen his friend cut in half. He's just had his balls shaved by an offensive halfling, and he is not in a right frame of mind as a result of these things. You may continue your turn.
I have anything I can do?
And the
with
blue lady
bonus
said that she wouldn't
action
spit on
here
him.
that's helpful.
Which is kind of weird.
Nothing that really helps me out on a bonus action here. That's an action. Okay. Yeah, that's all I've got. As for the first time in 2 combats, I miss an attack.
You missed an attack.
God forbid.
Alrighty. Ayla, I saw that
I'm at 1 for 6 on these saves. I feel so bad for you.
I saw that comment, and what they've done to languages in 2024 is criminal. It is so hard to get languages now. It's ridiculous. Alrighty. Renard, that brings us to actually... oh no, Mordrin's an ally. That brings us to your turn as Mordrin's gone rushing to the north, and this poor quivering guard here clearly doesn't know what to do. What would you like to do?
Go for his knees.
Sensible, given your size.
Yes. For 23.
Go for the Achilles heel.
23 definitely hits.
For 8 piercing damage, apparently.
8 piercing damage. Alrighty.
Which I think I'd use make it blunt, use the pommel, and kind of
So
go for the knee.
you hear a kneecap crack, and he kind of groans with the pain. He is still upright.
Right. And then I'll use bonus action to disengage. Just kind of jump back to here.
Oh, nice.
It's my turn.
In that case, then, as you disengage, that guard is going to follow you, but seeing what Firma did to his friend, that is going to be the target of his attack. So he's going to move in.
Insight roll, was that his boyfriend?
It wasn't his boyfriend, but
Was his roommate?
they're just roommates. They're just no, it was
Just
his
looking it out, okay?
it was his
thought they were
mentor, but
roommates.
that guard was 2 days away from retirement.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, that's tragic. Should have
Alrighty.
taken his 2 weeks leave.
against Firma. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is a natural 6
Natural 6.
for
Will
not
not
enough to
hit.
hit your AC.
Yeah.
What have you done? Is there some sort of dice mod that's cursed this game?
Blah, blah.
Clearly.
What's new, pussycat?
So many low rolls tonight.
Not
Alright.
just
from us.
That brings us to this guard that has seen Mordrin come rushing out of the shadows. Turns and the chain is deflected. He's going to rush in to close distance to get inside the radius of that chain. The light of the bullseye lantern flashes in your eyes as a spear point comes towards you. Was your last attack reckless?
Yes, I believe.
You attacked and then you used an advantage from something.
Yeah, so reckless attack then. It was used recklessly.
Alrighty. Attack with that spear. Guard's target is blocked by a wall. I disagree that it is. Have I got more than one thing targeted? Untarget everything. Retarget Mordrin. And roll an attack with a spear.
Don't forget advantage.
I won't.
I'm listening out for the nat 1 sound.
That's a critical.
That is a critical.
Yeah, he glowed green.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So that is a
What's the
total of... I rolled a 20 and a 1. What's going on with these dice tonight? For 13 points of piercing damage against you, Mordrin.
6 points of piercing damage.
6
against
points
me.
of piercing damage against you.
Ah.
You flex your abs and the spear point pops out and the guard kind of looks at you with mounting horror. This is clearly going to be a very bad day for all of these guards.
He has
Looks like
movement left if he'd like to try running.
No, he's not going to run. He's
Crying is a free action.
He's a guard for a reason. Crying is a free action.
Crying is a free action if he'd like
Ayla,
to do that.
you feel your hold person spell suddenly break as the target is sliced in half by a great axe. What would you like to do?
I like to imagine that it hasn't dropped yet, so the two halves are stuck together by the spell and just feel upright.
Oh, God.
Concentration.
What,
They're just
I released the spell and they fall apart.
what an absolutely horrifying thought that you
the
have
guy
just
is
had.
technically still alive right now, but no one can save him.
Jesus Christ.
God.
The only thing holding his insides in is Aylar's magic. Aylar, you can save this man.
Are you electing something?
I said, Aylar, you can save this man.
Good.
Only for an hour or so.
What's he done to me?
What would you like to do on your turn?
He has this guy with this a slight flaw in his build where he literally has no attacks that are non-lethal.
Oh no.
That's fine. One's already dead, and I was gonna kill the others later.
So I'm just gonna come over here
Hmm.
and give Firma the help action.
I appreciate it.
I glower
Are you
menacingly at
still-
the
Here's my question: are you still concentrating on hold person?
It's quavering.
Hold person no longer has a legal target.
It splashes everywhere.
Wet. Shut.
Alright, Birdie, that brings us to your turn. What would you like to do?
Excellent, excellent. Buddy's gonna move just up to here, so she can. Oh yeah, not that bad. I can keep going. Can I walk through the dragon?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
small. And also an allied character.
Ah, I see. There's a guy there. Beautiful. Stunning. What kind of armor is he wearing, Schmickers?
Chainmail armor.
Ah,
no.
yes. The fun kind.
Oh god.
I would like to cast heat metal on it.
You all scare me.
Oh my god.
Well, he will automatically.
We're bad people.
So he'll automatically fail the Constitution save because he can't remove it.
Excellent.
So I don't think
So
I don't think he even needs to make the save because he couldn't remove it. He can't drop it.
so that's 10 fire damage
Mm-hmm.
to him. As his armor glows red. Birdie sort of looks to Mordrin with like the grin of a child that wants to be praised for its brutality.
I got the brain for this. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bye, go.
Yeah. It's official. You all scare me now. When you look back, Birdie, you see that he has already dropped to his knees and his mouth is kind of opening. He's gasping and gurgling as the armor glows red hot and he just topples over unconscious.
Are we the bad guys?
Smells kind
Do we
of
have skulls in our armor?
smells kind of like roast pork in here.
I was like, I made a really objectively kind of a shitty person for my agent character, and she's the only person going non-lethal in this mission.
yeah.
Well,
no,
I was
Nice.
going. Listen,
Lethal.
Birdie was exclusively non-lethal until
I
he
did was
saw
hold them in
somebody do
spot.
something lethally, and then that idea appeared in her little
The
brain.
only people
I'm
who
gonna
have
finish my movie.
actively killed someone so far is Firma
and Birdie.
and you.
Your Honor, all I
You
got
need
is
to
hold
burn
them there.
someone.
Listen, monkey see, monkey do.
Mordrin, you look to one side and you see a bird in a window that just turns and flutters away.
That does what?
Turns and flutters away. Looks like there were witnesses.
Oh,
That's not good. We're on a time limit.
is Fion still in my hood?
No. Look, I'm sorry. That was a joke specifically for Serenity. There are no bird witnesses to tonight's crimes.
Okay.
Okay. No bird witnesses to tonight's murders.
You said that's very specific that you said no bird.
Is Fion still in my hood?
Yes.
There's still a guard
Excellent.
alive. There's two guards alive.
Yeah. So Birdie looked to Mordrin for some kind of approval after her actions, and then that's it. That's her turn.
Alrighty. Firma.
Hi. My turn.
It is your turn. What would you like to do? The guard next to you is still up, but badly wounded.
That's terrible. I'm going to start by moving my dragon companion, who can move up to 30 feet. So we know there's someone behind this north, or we suspect based on hearing words that there is someone behind this north door.
Correct.
So I guess I'll go 1, 2. Are these stairs up and down?
They are stairs up and down,
Are they decorative?
largely.
Okay, fantastic.
You get the feeling there is little of interest to go down, but the stairs up kind of lead up to a half level that maybe contains something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still within communication range of my dragon telepathically, so I will command it to using my bonus action to dash. 1, 2. This is 3. What do I see in here? What does it see in here? What does Kuhala see?
Does Kuhala have dark vision?
You know, that's a great question. Does a dragon? Yes, 60 feet dark vision. Passive
Okay.
perception 11.
There is, you see what looks to be a small study.
He cut out again. I'm
You
really
s-
sorry.
That's all right. You see what looks to be a small study.
Small study. Fantastic. 4, 5, 6. Back. Cool. Nothing around there that is currently causing us active mortal peril. I will make an attack roll on the poor gentleman in front of me with my great axe.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Fantastic.
Is there
I would
any
like...
way for you to roll less than 4 damage?
Because I have Savage Attacker and Great Weapon Fighting, no.
It's not
Oh,
likely,
and
no.
plus 4. So I actually have a minimum of 7 damage on this poor gentleman.
Alright. Lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal.
Another guard killed by Firma.
Hundreds must perish.
Your Honor, I did not attack any of these dead people. I was just there.
I think the blood splatter on your face as I violently maim the man standing next to you and the help action you gave me would speak to culpability otherwise.
Your Honor, I don't even have a weapon.
I was just the lookout, Your Honor.
Okay, Firma also has 30 feet of movement, so I will start moving Firma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This UA is
Shoot.
broken.
What do you mean? I'm just a ranger. I'm a ranger in a different hat. I'm wearing the skin of the fighter class, and I have a baby dragon who
I
just
hate
happens
tell
to be
you
telepathic.
that none of the spooky shit she's done this turn is
Have anything to
from
do
the
from the
Honor
subclass?
Arcana.
Yeah.
I could have done the exact same with a find familiar spell, which I also have on my other character.
Clear. To be clear,
I should ban
a
that.
battle master doing that would have been scarier.
Yeah, I know, I'm being facetious.
And I will pass the turn.
Alrighty.
Well, you know what they say about being facetious? It makes a face out of you and Decius.
And Aetius, yeah.
I can't believe Aetius would do this. They pull such terrifying faces.
You hear a
We got
voice
the
from the
King of
north
Gods
that
left
says...
alive.
You hear a voice from the north that says... Oi! Derek, what's going on?
Stop running! Please stop running!
You can't let them get away even if they are running.
And the creaking of floorboards as if somebody's walking towards the door to the north.
This is going to cause such a fucking diplomatic incident.
Isn't it
I don't
just?
care. Good.
Remember when we were going to be like
God.
very quiet and not noticed?
5,
The
10.
intrigue characters.
You know what the
It's gonna be
funniest...
hard to
You
get.
know what the
Sure.
funniest part out of all of this is? Is that
Yeah.
I was confident enough that this would happen with this group of characters that I opened this. So this is the same map as the courtyard. I opened this up with Oster Windrace going, "What was that sound?" Because I knew that combat would fucking occur. Alright. Mordor, it's your turn. You step up to the double doors to the
I
north.
can-
They are locked.
Yeah, oh, they're locked.
Can you roll lockpick with strength?
Yes.
Yes.
It's called an
I
athletics check.
can. Well, I was gonna just attack roll it. I can do an athletics check for you. That's a nat 20 for 26.
Jesus Christ.
I presume that's like action.
What a
right?
reversal of fortune! The door just bursts open. This door bursts open off its hinges. Fragments of wood spraying everywhere through to the room inside.
15.
There is a
Was that my
very
action or
shocked
bonus
guard
action?
standing listening at the door.
Was that action or bonus action? Sorry to
That was your action.
Kool-Aid man that. Okay, well, I guess then Mordrin is going to just say... She's just kind of going to glance back at Ferber and just say... and, like, the puddles left behind her and the guy that 30 burnt to a crisp, but she's just going to, like... She's just going to kind of nudge the body, the crispy body with her foot, gesture to it with her sword and say, if you drop your weapon, they might let you live.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
It actually already has advantage. Do you know why?
Because you're raging?
It's a strength roll.
It's a strength roll. Great.
Oh, that's an 11. That's 2 5s.
Ooh, that's your first doubles. If you roll 3 more.
That's true. I go directly to jail.
You do not pass go.
I'm actually okay with that. Spending time in jail is optimal in late game Monopoly.
We're only level 3. This isn't late game.
The guard.
I have,
the guard looks at you, Mordrin.
580 gold. It's late game Monopoly.
The guard looks at you. It's late stage capitalism. The guard looks at you, Mordrin. Looks at the fragments of the door. Steps back. Hey, I don't want any trouble, alright? And slowly lowers his spear to the ground.
Does he take another step back?
He does. He's going to put his hands up. Kind of slowly backing away from you.
Did he disengage?
Well, actually, sorry, it's not his turn, so he can't do that.
Okay,
you
fair
can
enough.
see that he looks as if he is like he will say to
He's
you.
like, he's lowering his weapon. He said, "I don't want any trouble." But
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Correct. I'll just
All right.
pop it
Well,
back this
that's
one.
all I can do on my. I guess I can move further into the room.
I presume you would do that with advantage.
Move with advantage.
Well, I mean, you rage, and then the rules appear to say that you can do everything at advantage after that.
Oh well, yeah. So I
Like
actually,
I presume when you rage, you get a 60-foot fly speed.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Not
actually
yet.
that's actually not until level. I can
4.
tell you exactly what level that happens. Actually, that happens at level.
Actually.
I think Totem Barbarian gets fly speed, not Zealot.
Yeah, for Totem. No. Sorry. To be clear, Zealot does get fly speed at level 14. But
Huh?
I also get increased movement at level 5.
Right, yes, of course. How could I forget?
Oh, and at level 7, as part of the bonus action to enter rage, I can move up to half my speed.
What?
And at
Huh?
level 14, I can fly.
Barbarians were a mistake. Anything else on your turn?
The only thing I can't do is cast a spell.
I'm starting to think that the martial caster divide is real, but it goes the other way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Quadratic casters and exponential marshals. Anything else on your turn?
a level 14 wizard can teleport to the other side of the planet. Okay? Let's calm down.
Yeah, but then they trip over
yeah,
something
like,
and die.
Seeing that he is standing down, I'll leave him to his inevitable fate at the hands of Firmer and Birdie, and I'll
Yeah.
take another.
I was
15
gonna kill him.
speed
This
here.
is quite
I
horrifying.
know. I know you were. I'm aware. Oh, this is the yard where we are. Huh.
Oh!
Are we tracking alignment in this game, because some shifts may be occurring at the end of this session?
I am.
Farmer is already true neutral. This is within decisions that true neutrals are allowed to make. No witnesses is a perfectly reasonable decision on a stealth mission.
That brings us to Renar's turn. Everybody is pushing north, Renar. All the guards in this room are now dead. What would you like to do?
Looks around the room for a moment, like, we have so fucked up, and then kind of goes around the side of the fucking. Let me just quickly confirm. 15 feet. 30 feet, sorry. So, yeah. Yeah.
It was a justified killing.
Okay. That's as far as I can move without. No, dash. That's another 30 feet, isn't it?
Yep.
I won't open any more doors yet. Are these going? Okay, so those ones go down. These ones go up.
So the downstairs won't take you
Okay.
anywhere of note. I will spoil that for you.
So a good thing I went up then. So yeah, that's as far as you can get.
Okay. Alrighty, the Kuhala, the Dragonette is kind of flapping next to you as you see the halflings
scratch
get
under
dark
his skin.
vision. So I don't know how much you can really see. There is a little bit of light still left over from a bullseye lantern that one of the guards has dropped that just illuminates a chair. It looks a bit like you're heading into a study of some description. Ayla, that brings us to your turn. What would you like to do?
Avoid the blood everywhere.
It's quite a scene.
Moving off. There isn't much to see here. Just more corpses everywhere. I give Hermer a disgusted look.
Hermer
I
ignores you.
could dash further. I see Birdie in a pool of blood.
Oh, Birdie's not in a pool of blood. It's more crispy.
Yeah, that one's just crispy. You can see the floorboards beginning to blacken where that guard has fallen, and the armor is still glowing a cherry red.
Charbroiled. I step over the glowing armor and see this room. Yeah, I'll dash. That's my action. I'm done.
There is a surviving guard in this room. Alrighty, that takes us to Birdie's turn. As the guard that you heat metalled on lies dead before you, Birdie, what would you like to do?
Yeah,
Can I do
Birdie.
one last thing though? Just put my hand up to the guard and just shake my head like, don't. Just don't.
Birdie drops heat metal. She's not going to do an action. She's just going to sort of beside this guy that she's killed and just have her head cocked to the side, absentmindedly poking him.
There's 2 doors to our right if you would like to try and explore those.
Yeah, she'll do that. That one's locked.
You try that door, it is indeed locked.
Stunning. That was an item interaction, I assume.
It feels unfair. You couldn't actually open it. It feels unfair. No, I won't penalise you in that way. But you do discover the doors at the end of this corridor are also locked.
Right. She just sort of... These ones shall not open without a key.
Okay.
That's her.
Anything else? That's it for your turn. Alrighty.
Yeah.
That brings us to our resident murder hobo, Firma. What would you like to do as the slowly cooling, cooked corpse of one of the guards lies to your north?
I feel like I should take the murder hobo thing as a challenge.
Let's speedrun this.
Let's look. No witnesses. That's a perfectly reasonable philosophy to have on a stealth mission.
Level complete,
Okay?
any percent.
Level complete, any percent. I'm not here to. Look, if I cared that much, we would have tried to sneak in. Mordred said, "Are you ready for a fight?" The answer is a firm yes. Yes. In a lot of games, stealth is debatable. I mean, there was 2 guards with lanterns in an empty room. You know, like. I'm gonna move. Do I want to try and break down the doors, or do they just lead to this room? Do you know what? I have someone who can check. Kuhala, or do I want Kuhala to attempt to help Runar navigate with her dark vision? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, these are different rooms. I see. Oh god, there's like a bunch of space still. It's terrible. Okay, Therma is going to move over to this door over here. I'm going to respect Mordred's attempt at diplomacy, even if I think it's silly. And I'm going to attempt the utilize action to make an athletics check to break down this door.
Okay.
Boom. 16. I have an axe, if it helps.
16 smashes the door is not open yet, but it has broken the lock.
Okay. What do I see through? Oh no, I can't see through the door. Okay, don't worry about it.
It's broken the lock. The door is not open yet. You'd have to kind of shove it open now. It's hanging off its hinges. You can kind of get a glimpse. It looks, you can see the edge of what looks like a pallet bed of some sort. It looks like it might be a fairly small bed chamber, just through the cracks that are left in the door.
Okay. Well, that was such an efficient use of my time that I'm going to action surge, move towards the other doors that are next to Birdie, and attempt to utilize my. Hang on, how do I use this? Yes, excellent. And attempt to utilize the utilize action again. On these doors
you have
instead.
a bardic inspiration still.
I have. You've never given me a bardic
I
inspiration.
did at the beginning of combat in the first round.
She did.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll use my bardic inspiration on this one. How do I declare that?
So
Situational bonus. What do I get? Plus 1d6.
1d6. When you fail a d20 test, you can choose to use the bardic inspiration to add the number to the total.
Okay, sure. Well, let's see. This is an 18. DM, does this succeed, or would you like me to
18.
use my bardic?
18 is enough. This door swings open, kind of almost broken off the hinges.
Fantastic. Well, that is my action surge, and my movement for the round. So I will merely gaze longingly at the chamber at the room in front of me and end my turn.
That you can't yet enter.
No, absolutely not. Doors, no problem. Walking through doors, it's a whole thing.
Alright. At that point, the remaining guard is going to
Arch eyebrow.
lower his spear. Let me switch turns. There we go. Lower his spear. Well, I don't want any trouble, yeah? Like, whatever's going on, like, I didn't see nothing, and I don't
Face
know
down on the
nothing.
ground.
And
On the ground, lying down, away from your weapon.
Yep.
Face down.
Yep. He lowers the weapon, gets down. He's still talking as he goes down. Like, I could just, like, I've been thinking about changing jobs anyway, and, like, I could just go...
I think that'd be a good move
just,
for you.
Could just go work somewhere else, if, like, yeah.
As soon as we leave, you should go do that.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. As soon as who leaves. As soon as who leaves. I didn't hear anybody. I don't even work here anymore.
You're the captain now.
So he is surrendering.
See, Dark Shadow is on the ground.
I am going to keep initiative going because I have an inkling that one of you is going to murder this poor fucking guard. But that will be his turn. He is now prone and unarmed.
Poor Zane Dark Shadow. He just suffers in every world.
It keeps happening to him.
I feel like I should know what that reference is, but I do not know what that reference is.
Masks. It's a
Masks.
mask character.
Ah, that strange game.
It's a mask character that's a reference to a Dimension 20 character.
What is a playbook?
That's a reference.
How do I multi-class?
Well, you have to get a
Where do
certain
I roll
amount of
initiative?
you have a certain amount of advancements so you can unlock that one.
Why isn't there a battle map? Alright. That is going to bring us back around, oh god, to Mordrin.
Kildren, you see a target on the ground. You
Oh,
have free
sorry.
advantage. What do you do?
I've already switched to Mordrin, and I just switched off it. Let's switch back. Mordrin, what would you like to do as this guard is surrendering? Silence.
I'm not sure if Serenity knows she's muted herself.
Serenity, do you know that you're muted?
Serenity?
I was acutely aware of this and testing all of you to see how long it would take you to know.
That's a lie.
Uh-huh.
And how
an
long
insight
did it
check.
take us to notice?
I throw a skulks inside for this roll.
I don't need to roll inside.
I'm very tempted to knock this guy out and then take his sword and like run it through the blood and put it back in his hand. And
Oh
frame him.
my god!
You should do that. That'd be cool.
Can I currently hear any other people in this area?
So, you can either give me your passive perception, or if you want to use your action to really kind of concentrate, you can do that and roll a perception check.
My passive perception is depending on. No, primal knowledge is only when I make an active check. Damn. My passive perception is 13.
13. You can't hear any other guards. No, you can hear muffled voices from the doors to the north. And in
You know
fact,
what?
at least one of those voices is familiar to you.
Oh, okay. I can hear that that's Vestra's voice.
Yes.
Mordred hears that. Kind of quietly goes, "Oh shit," to herself as she realizes that they've kind of crashed the diplomatic half of this mission.
Yep.
These doors up here, do they open outwards or inwards?
Inwards.
Inwards? Cool. 25 feet of movement, jam the crowbar to bar the doors.
Sure, you can absolutely do that.
And then she is going to move 5 feet back. And she's going to say, where's Raynar on this map, by the way?
Raynar's a fair way south, but tied up in the first room, and Raynar went off to explore the study to the west.
Yes. Then she's just going to call out to oh, I thought Fam was in this room. To I guess Ayla, who is the only other person here.
You can
She's
talk
gonna
to the
gesture
dragon.
to the door, and she's gonna say, "Sounds like the others are in there. We need to be quick. That someone's gonna come through here and find these."
All right. We have one combatant left in the initiative order who has surrendered. So I think...
Oh, yeah, like if he tries to like get back up, he's getting knocked out, to be clear.
So I think at this point we might drop out of initiative.
In that case, Mordrin is going to take out her horn of silent alarm, and she is going to blow a like a warning tone to Vestra that basically means like shit has hit the fan, shelter in place.
Okay.
So only Vestra hears that.
You hear the voices. There's a slight resurgence in the voices to the north. It's muffled. They're heavy doors that bar this entry to the outside.
On getting that, on hearing that, Vestra will, like, probably backtrack on the last thing she said. So, like, you know, let's get you to your room. On second thought,
You should see my room.
perhaps we should stay here a little longer. You know, this is a lovely courtyard.
Alrighty, so you now try and kind of find a reason to
that's
stay there.
I'd like to press to digitate and just get any of the blood splatters away.
Yeah, Vestra will, I think what Vestra will say will be something along the line of like, well, before we turn in, it would be remiss of me not to allow you to finish your pipe, you know, and like use that to stall for a bit.
Sure. Alright, so you kind of stall the lady there to the north. The rest of you, Ayla begins moving around, kind of magically cleaning this crime scene.
Yeah, we need to move the bodies to hide them somewhere, and I'm gonna like start cleaning us and the scene up as much as I can with press to digitate.
Alrighty.
Before the burnt body is removed, Birdie is sort of kneeling over it, sort of poking it. Some sort of. Pardon?
Are you thinking of having a snack?
Do you say that to her?
Yes.
No, it's just uncommon.
Mordrin unhinges her entire jaw like a snake and swallows the body whole.
Wow. Impressive.
Turns out that she was a UNT all along.
Firma will assist in cleaning the crime scene. And by assist in cleaning the crime scene, I mean backtrack to the room with the unconscious guard and kill him.
What do you do with the surrendered one?
I think they just answered that.
He surrendered. No. There's just no way, right?
Be
Like,
frank.
I've killed 3 guys already. I'm killing
That's
the
right.
6th guy.
Okay.
You know?
Is anybody attempting to prevent that from happening?
Renar's just given up on trying to make this a bloodless night.
I
so she's
would if
fucking
I
walked off.
saw something, but I'm like here cleaning up in another different section.
Alright.
Mordrin...
I have asked them to help me move the bodies some way though, so they're not found right away.
It's unopposed.
And
Clear.
I'm asking them if they found something.
Would Mordred like to offer comment?
Mordrin... It does feel like a little late in the game, given how many we've already killed.
You can object at any time.
Mordrin kind of gives Firma like a look, a bit of a dirty stare, but she doesn't say anything.
Anything you want to say, Whelp?
She mutters something in, if Radar's in earshot, Thieves' Cat that is not polite.
Okay, Firma will proceed in killing the 2 remaining guards, the surrendered and the unconscious one, and then help stack the bodies in, I guess, the little room?
Yeah,
The guard that had surrendered goes, No, I meant it all, go work so...
To be clear, for Raynor,
What the fuck?
the thing that Mordrin said in Thieves' Camp was more along the lines of fucking amateur hour than any moral objection.
Renar agrees. She just nods.
Oh, I cannot wait to see the in-character chats about this over the next fortnight.
Yeah, Mordred doesn't have a problem with killing these people. Her issue is that she didn't want to cause a diplomatic incident without the.
Betty-
Renar had the
Betty-
exact same problem.
Betty looks confused more than anything else.
Which part of a quiet inquiry where we don't cause any trouble were you having difficulty with?
It
All
would
right.
be more trouble if we ended up with a description of us of 3 shady characters, a dragonborn, and a bright blue tiefling. No, unless we were all, like no. This is just the easiest way. Plus,
Free. And have we
if
found
there is
anything?
a
Has this
problem,
murder brought us anything yet? Other than
do you know what? That's a great question. Let's go check the rooms. I would like to proceed to the study and attempt an investigation roll.
All right. So you can do that. ALR is trying to gather up the bodies. ALR, what is your plan with the bodies? Where are you going to put them?
Yeah, that's what I was asking people. Do we have some place we can stash them, which will be like out of the way for the moment?
Probably this
I
little
haven't been
room right
around
here,
yet. I was
right?
asking people who had.
Oh, there's this. If you see where Firma is, there's this like little room right here. That's like a little 1-bedroom thing. And I think this is a great place to stack a bunch of bodies.
Schmickers, is this courtyard that Vestra is in? Is this like open air over the edge here, or
It is
like...
open. It is open air. Yeah. It's kind of on the edge of the property, so there is a stone wall, and on the opposite side of it,
And what's
you
down
can
there?
hear like a
Is it
roadway
forest?
that goes past the estate.
So I will say, if we can, if someone wants to go out there and talk to that group, like if we can just get the lady out via another door, because there's another door off that balcony.
Mhm.
If Vestra can like lead her off and out through the grounds, we can just take the bodies and like toss them over the wall, basically get them out of the complex, and then go bury them out of town.
I
If we
mean,
want
You
to-
say
I
there's
see
a
no
road
holes
down
in that
there?
plan.
You say there's a road down there, and like buildings and like what's?
There is. It is nighttime. There is a road. You have heard the jingle of tack and horses going past. You're in an affluent area of town.
I feel like a pile of dead bodies is going to get noticed
Probably-
before we can get down there.
It's probably late enough that it's not busy. It isn't impossible. I can envisage circumstances where that plan would work.
I mean, it's like the alternative is we leave them here and they're discovered on the manor grounds
Okay,
on the night of this
Here's-
party.
here's my argument on why that is not necessarily a bad thing. If
You
a
wanna
bunch of
betray the Magister?
Ayla's robbing
a
his
bunch-
temples.
if there is a bunch of guards' bodies from the Jarl found in the Magister's chamber, who is this going to cause tension between? The Magisters and the Jarl. 2 people we do not want to be friends.
That's like, look, I'm not against that, to be clear. Like, I think that is a very sound line of thought. It's just the question is, do we want to cover up that something happened here, or do we want to frame what happened here in a way that's advantageous to us?
They- Still gonna know all the guards are missing. Anyway.
Would
Yeah.
any of the people with magic like to maim the bodies?
I
with
was going to
magic?
suggest that. I was actually thinking that as well.
One of them
well, there
was
are some,
cooked
like,
in place
radiant
in their armor.
unmarked.
Yeah.
There were
While
probably
this is
some,
happening,
some,
Renar will make
like-
the best of a shitty situation and try to find something to steal, or a few things to steal.
I'd like to find something that's useful for our inquiry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do that investigation roll at some point?
Yeah, why don't we...
those are-
We'll shelve the body plan. Birdie, could you make an investigation roll too, please? Because you've been hanging around that guard that you cooked.
Okie dokie. 18.
18. You kind of prod the body, trying to figure out, kind of what really went down here. And there's a slight jingle. There is a set of keys on this guard's belt. This is the one that unlocked the door to come through into the area that you're in.
She'll produce the keys and just sort of hold them up where she is sat down next to this guard.
Mm.
Sort of jingle them. Hear that sweet song? That is the way through a door.
Pretty
And
helpful.
off we-
Away.
There's another room in the north room as well, to the east, to the west. If you would
north
like
room?
to,
At that moment, you hear a loud crashing sound as that should be an advantage. Schmicker's 22 to bust this door open.
Which door are you at?
This one
I
up
mean,
here.
I mean, 22 will be enough. Hang on.
Yeah.
He
As
gave
you
it to me at
think there's
18.
another room in the north. Another room in the north room. You hear from the north room just like a splintering sound.
Wow. Fret not, birdie. I suspect that has been taken care of.
Oh, then shall I keep them?
Absolutely.
Excellent. And she'll pocket them.
Good. A treat.
Firma, what was your investigation check?
I will roll that for you now. That is a 15. If that is a failure, I have the ability to use tactical mind to add 1d10 to that.
Well, what are you searching for?
I am searching for any documents on the deal the Jarl has agreed to, or any blackmail that the Magisters have over the Jarl to get him to agree to this deal, or something that proves that he's a traitor to Revaine. In that order, probably.
Okay. Yes, that 15 is not quite enough. If you wanted to boost it
Okay.
with tactical mind, you would probably have to.
I will absolutely
Schmickers.
find the button for tactical mind. This will expend a use of my second win.
Schmicker's just a heads up. I think there's meant to be a wall here that is missing on the foundry.
Okay, well, I'm just going to roll a d10 to add to that because that does not appear to work. That is a 19 for my new total.
19 for your new total. That is not impossible, Serenity. I'm actually having some slight VTT issues at the moment. I'm trying to unlock the door that you broke down, but my Chrome has just slowed down greatly.
It opened on my end.
Did it? Okay, I probably...
sorry. It's opened on my end, and I then moved through the two doors that were not locked into
Right.
the bathroom, and it's the wall on the east side of the bathroom seems to be
Missing?
missing. Yeah.
Yeah, there is too. So weirdly enough, there's no door on this map to that room, so I think I just left it open in the thoughts that there must have been some passage through. But what you find...
Oh, I just assumed that this was a secret room that I've just stumbled across due to the lack of collision on Foundry.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant to be a secret room. But the area that you've moved into, Mordrin, you see is a guest suite.
Okay. And sorry, do Firma's investigation thing first. I just wanted to make sure that, like, if this was a hidden secret area, that it was covered up before too many people saw it.
Yeah, for sure. So, Firma, you search through this study, and within it, you there's all sorts of papers here. With an investigation of 19, I think you discover a few things. So, lots of boring administrative type ledgers, missives from other Jarls or officials, reports on grain production, shipping ledgers. I think notably with a 15, you notice there are a variety of different handwritings here. You get the feeling the Jarl might not do his own paperwork.
Fucking truly.
It isn't until you kind of, with that tactical mind, start to think about it. Where would he hide something he didn't want found? As you're moving around the room, there is a creak as you step on one particular floorboard underneath the rug here. You flip the corner of the rug back, and you kind of push your feet down on it again, and it creaks again. You reach down and have a feel, and one floorboard is loose. It is not hard to pry it up, and inside you see a kind of hide wrapped parcel.
Oh, what do we have here?
You pull it out and you see it contains a few documents, and they look to be letters from the what's the word I'm looking for? From the kind of the estate, from the authority of a prologue Methus. And they are letters. Sorry? Say again?
Yippee. I don't know what that means yet. I assume that's a name.
They Prologue
What is
Methus.
Magister,
Is the Magister that is here right now.
I'm
They
so
appear
remembering
to
it.
be letters setting up this meeting. You have a quick scan through them. There is nothing immediately incriminating. However, a tiny scrap of parchment falls out from one of these folded letters and flutters down towards the ground. And as you pick it up, you just see a name written on it.
Is the name MacGuffin?
The name isn't MacGuffin. The name is Viola Rignetta.
Seems we've got some house calls to make. I will memorize that name, any information I can that from those documents, and then put them back under the floorboard.
Okay.
And then I will scatter all the files on the Jarl's desk to the floor after replacing the hidden files.
Nice. Okay. Outstanding. All right.
I would still like to try to find something worth stealing, or multiple somethings worth stealing.
Okay, you can also make an investigation check in that case.
Also, notably, Schmidt
If you-
It is very good.
with Vestra now stalling, Morton's grabbed the crowbar back, and she's headed back down to the southern entrance to bar that one.
Okay.
So just look out there.
You're keeping that one barred. Good plan. What was your investigation check,
20.
Renard? 20. So you're just looking for valuables.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust everyone else to do it, and Renard's like, well, we've kind of fucked everything up. I'm gonna get myself something nice in return.
Okay. Exploring, you find there is kind of in the reception hall in which you entered, there is some silver tableware. So you can record silver tableware worth 200 silver pieces.
Everywhere worth 200.
And for a 20, I would say that as you begin investigating the guest quarters here, there's a couple of trunks in here that seem to contain mostly clothing. It's quite fine clothing, but buried in one trunk in the back corner, there is a purse that contains 50 gold pieces.
200 silver. Worth 200 silver. And 50 gold pieces. Awesome, thank you.
What else are we doing here?
Hopefully escaping.
I will let everyone else know that I've found information that we can use once we get out of here.
You say there was
and
a road out there, right?
I did say that, yes.
And it wasn't a lot of traffic there, right?
Um,
How do you guys feel about jumping out a window and feather falling down as our escape?
I like it.
I presume
Because then we don't have to go through the whole place again.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Renar's probably already found a window and is already climbing out with her new gotten gangs.
In that case, Mordrin will grab the crowbar back from this door, and she'll bring up the rear of the group.
Being that I have
So
She'll also tell the group to watch out for that, to stay out of line of sight of the balcony, because there are people up there, right?
Can we jump out this window with clear, avoiding sight from there?
So
But then we've been getting sight
you,
from everybody down on the
before
road.
you leave, I do feel that I should say that Firma has searched the study, and Renar has searched in general for valuables.
There are other places we didn't search?
There is still
And you haven't really had a look at the guest quarters. If you don't feel there's any value in doing that, then I won't
haven't
stop you
investigated
leaving.
anyway yet.
Yeah.
I did express
Yeah.
a desire to do so.
For sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, in that case, Alar, why don't you give me an investigation check on the guest quarters?
Would someone like to give me a hand?
No. Yeah, I did an investigation.
Sure.
I'm a lookout.
You can
If only
just
we
give
had
the help action.
Someone with a bardic inspiration.
That just roll one. Where that roll one?
Because I'm very used to the other game I played in had a house rule where you could only help if you had proficiency.
If you had proficiency,
in the
yeah,
field.
that's not an uncommon house rule.
Honestly forgot.
Wait,
that
that's
it
a
wasn't
house
rules
rule?
as written.
Yeah, that's not rules as
I
written.
genuinely forgot that it wasn't like a core rule.
No,
Genuinely, that's not a
Yeah,
core
and a lot of
rule.
times
it's not.
it makes
It's not. It's a
sense.
very common house rule.
Oh my goodness.
Very
My
Also
Chrome's
19.
running quite poorly at the moment, so you might have to call out your rolls because they're coming out with a lot of delay for me.
Sure. So it's a 19, and if I need it, I can just use a spell to get advantage.
Well, 19's pretty good.
good.
As you are searching, you walk in as Renar walks out, kind of tossing a purse of coin that she's found. You begin searching through this room. It's quite sparse. With a 19, I think you would realise it's deliberately so. The guests that are staying here are, it looks like, being fairly careful to keep a low profile. There are 2 chests in here. They contain just, some very fine travelling clothes, robes in the style of the Magisters of the Empire. There are a couple of books, just general knowledge books. They're not spell books. As far as you can see, they're not magical.
Do any of them give me +2 to my charisma?
No, they do not. They are not. They are not
They're
manuals
worth
of
additional
boosting charisma. You are almost ready to give up or to finish the search. Renar, when you were searching, you found like one of these chests just had a stone rattling around in the bottom of it. It wasn't a precious stone, so it didn't really register. Ayla, though, for you find a stone. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Sure. Wait, that's
not
Naj again. Shit, wrong sheet. Hang on.
Yeah.
So it's a 15.
15. There's a magical aura on this stone. and it looks like a rune carved into it.
See, funny thing, I've got Detect Magic as a
Bang.
spell.
Are you casting it?
Sorry, Identify. It's just a
Identify.
spell.
It's spell slot
Yes.
or ritual.
It's a spell slot.
You're gonna blow a spell slot. So
I don't want to sit around waiting. I want to get out of here.
It is a sending stone.
One of two sending stones, right?
Mm-hmm. You have
These
a
are the
look.
ones where you have a pair.
You can't see a second.
Yeah, I'm thinking somebody else is at the other end. If I'm holding this, we might get a message if it comes through. But they will notice that we've taken it. They might also be able to locate us with it.
But how will they tell the person on the other end of the stone that we have it?
I say you grab it.
I will discuss it with the group.
If
Let
we
them know
find
what
a
I found.
second sending
Say
stone,
that we
will
might
be
pick up a
real happy.
message with it if we take it, but they could also use it to track us.
If you bring this up to Mordrin, she'll say give it to Vestra. They can't track her.
Okay, that works. I think we can risk a little bit of time to get it to Vestra, and then
I mean, I was gonna say like we'll just take it now and give it to Vestra later.
yes,
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. We can spare a little time because it's going to take them time to figure out what's going
Oh
on.
right, yeah, exactly.
So I'll try to rearrange things as I had found them, and we will take it and try to pass it to Vestra as soon as we can.
It
Alrighty.
very unlikely, being that it would normally just be disguised as a normal rock, but they could also think that the thieves that came here near knew that it was a magic item and took it because it might be sold for something. Because Renar's made it look like a thievery.
All right.
Having
With
stolen some stuff.
with that, what is your exfiltration plan?
Out the window.
Out the window, I guess.
All right. So
Weapons flying.
Do you know how many times I've taken Featherfall on a character and it's never been fucking useful?
Oh, tell me
That's
about it.
crazy.
well, I'm
That
glad.
one time it is.
I'm glad to make it useful today. Are you smashing through the window? Are you trying to open it carefully?
How far up are we?
20, 30 feet.
In that case, Renar's already found a window, already opened it, and is already halfway down.
Bye. You
So you're flying
see.
past? See ya.
There is truly no honor amongst thieves.
Nope. Hey, you're the one that made a mess. She's just trying to get out of the mess as quickly as she can.
Oh,
With
what
the
is an alive witness if not a rat? Huh?
with the careful use of Featherfall, second story work, and various other character abilities.
Yeah, we look
I
around
can't
just to
write.
make sure that it seems like a quiet moment for us to drop into the street, and then we go.
You
I can't ride my
carefully.
dragon until the 15th level.
No, you can't, sadly. You carefully make your way out of this building. I would like somebody, please. I need somebody who is acting as lookout to give me an investigation check to see how well you can judge when it is safe to make your jump without being seen.
I'm going to do the spell, so I think everyone should follow my lead, and I've got a pretty good investigation, so...
All
I'll
right.
roll that.
Thank God, because I was like, I've looked
Yeah.
up the whole
Give it
Not
to
me.
me,
time.
Ayla. Let's see what we get.
Cool. And you guys are helping me look out, right?
I'll take the help action if I may.
Thank you. And I even rolled the right character, 21.
21. 21's pretty good. You're about to go, and you just make out the jingle of kind of horse tack and see a light swaying as a carriage lamp is coming up the road. Renar's already halfway down, just flattens herself into the wall and hides. As you wait for this carriage to go past, the road is, pardon me, the road is empty. As one by one you kind of throw yourself out the window and drift down on the Featherfall and disappear into the city. make your way back to the butterfly.
As we're
Wait,
leaving,
wait.
Modron sounds the all clear, and Vestra and Kat are with Lady Awesome when she finds these bodies, so they have an alibi.
Sure. So within the mansion, a short time later, the alarm is raised. Across the city, making your way towards the butterfly, you hear the first bells being rung as guards are summoned to the Windgrace estate. By the morning, this city will be swarming with guards, looking to find who launched this assault.
Brazen assault.
Brazen assault on the Windgraces.
How upset are the Imperials over all this?
That's a good question. Are you staying in the city to find out?
It would be a bit suspicious if you meffed immediately.
Those of us who have alibis should definitely.
The intrigue party is probably.
Intrigue party probably is. Vestra will offer her services as a wielder of Zone of Truth if desired, and she can safely say under Zone of Truth that she doesn't know what happened, because she doesn't.
I think that probably they would look to their own clerics.
They have clerics? I kind of thought we had a bit of a monopoly on that.
Well, that is true, actually. Zone of Truth is very much a cleric spell. They would look to their own druids, who probably can't cast that. I think your offer would be politely declined.
I imagine the intrigue characters stay on. Well, at least Renard would stay on the butterfly after that.
The agents
wouldn't be seen. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. And the intrigue characters would act as normal. Could be a bit suspicious if the butterfly left immediately after a murder slash robbery spree.
Sure.
Bards also get it. So if they have bards on hand, they get it.
We could always that's a good idea. We could always stage a second unrelated robbery to draw heat off the first robbery.
Let's just
Ayla's
keep
robbing
killing
the temples
people.
again.
Let's just keep killing people.
The scales on Ayla's temples are getting really shiny hanging out with you guys.
So
I think, actually, once Vestra, like after this, once Vestra finds out about the specific, like what happened, what's gone down, I have I am currently holding 2 undeclared lower class allied contacts. So I'm going to say that she gets word to a bartender on the other half of the city that if anyone happens to be asking around at any point, or it comes up, he saw Modron, Birdie, Rayna, Ayla, and Firma, like, all night. They were there.
all right.
Birdie's a real party animal.
Burn that contact.
He most certainly is.
Yep.
Burn that contact as you plant an alibi elsewhere in the city for your presence that night. How long would you say you stay in Revaine before you make your leave?
I'm assuming the root party thing was like only for the night.
Correct.
Like there was no planned thing.
How
In that
long
case,
would
probably polite, stay for like an extra day or two, do some like shopping, quote unquote.
my question would be like,
I want to talk to your group.
dolls staying, right? Like,
yeah, that's also another good one.
Also,
Also,
we
yeah,
send
kind
to our
of
Grimson
reason
to
that-
update on what we found as well.
also,
And just to make it clear, yes, I did give the stone to Vestra.
Yep.
would
Alright.
the guards here at High Revaine lock it down the port?
I would say for the first 24 hours, the port is locked down, yes. But after that, that lockdown is lifted again.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no more than 72 hours. I think after the night would. Kanan would rather stay any less longer than that. 72 hours is probably when he would like to leave.
All right. So I think at that 72-hour mark, all of your groups are brought together. The butterfly begins its preparations to make its departure. And as that happens, a couple of things occur. Birdie,
Yes.
you have a stowaway in your cabin once more.
Excellent.
Who says to you, could you just tell my mother that I'm okay? But don't tell her I'm here. But just tell her I'm okay. She shouldn't be worrying.
Most certainly. Did you ever put heart to pen?
I just don't know what words to write. I'm not good with words like you.
I'm not good with words.
Atlas,
Yes.
as you are kind of packing up, squaring away your things in your stateroom in preparation to depart, kind of, airing out, smoothing out your clothes, you feel something in a pocket. A little scrap of parchment. And on it, written in very, very neat cursive script, is an address.
Ooh.
Got a number. Well done.
The
Interesting.
No-Tell Motel.
Is that in this city?
The address given is within High Revaine, yes. Is a location within the city.
Okay.
You have 72 hours to do whatever you wish.
I would like to go there at some point.
You are discovering this only as the butterfly is departing.
Oh, shucks. Well, I'll have to send a letter at some point.
And as
There's probably, knowing very little about the stuff, but assuming it would be true, you'd probably be able to leave the butterfly for 5 minutes, find a kid on the dock who's probably spends their day as a messenger. You could probably write a note and go to that kid. But
You don't know this, but Vestra knows a courier in High Revaine.
Well, there you go.
and
I'm pretty sure I know whose house this is. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%.
All of us are pretty sure whose house this is.
And with that, as the last of the moorings are cast off, Thrungar, standing on the quarterdeck, is yelling out, "Come on now, let's see you all moving! We haven't got all day, we've already been locked down and lost a day! Let's see some speed!"
Forgot I've missed you.
I forgot about the voice.
The arcane keel on the butterfly begins to crackle as Kanan works the controls, and it begins lifting up. Mordrin and Vestra, standing at the railing, watching the ship depart. Vestra.
Yeah.
You feel a sensation that you have not felt in some time. The hackles on the back of your neck rise as if somebody is staring at you.
Counterpoint amulet of proof against detection and location.
This is not a magical detection. As Mordrin
okay.
raises eyes, and as the butterfly begins moving up to gain altitude and draws level with an ivory and golden caravel flown on dove wings, a familiar figure locks eyes with you, Dyrn.
Green eyes? Like one green eye?
No.
No.
Backgrounds and stuff.
Mordrin seeing he's out of range for Vestra to see it, so Mordrin like immediately hand on her weapon. The ship has cannons, right? The butterfly.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah.
She's just gonna like send up a call to like be ready for an engagement if need be.
Hayden would ask why.
She just like points her sword at the Tordeus ship.
As the butterfly gains altitude, the rest of you just see a single figure, nondescript, armored in gold and ivory armor, just looking at Mordrin and Vestra as the butterfly gains altitude and begins to turn and begins to make its way away from High Revaine. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
I believe that I have art of that character that I can press for people. Hold on.
Alrighty.
A successful heist with a mere 6 casualties. I think we did well.
You've
like
shaved
That's
off
not
the
even
guards
double
in that
digits.
estate.
That's fine. Look,
I
if
would
they,
like to know.
if he wasn't expecting a break-in, he wouldn't have hired guards.
I believe the name of
Think
the
about it,
achievement
we were
for
making
tonight's
very
session
bodies-
is
bodies,
surgical.
Beautiful.
Okay, to be clear to all the people who are like, oh, well, that's a messy way to handle it. A bunch of unconscious witnesses is not a cleaner way to handle a break-in.
I would have assumed
Oh,
we'd have been
no,
smart
no.
enough to have things that would cover ourselves. So all
Well-
I'd have is heights.
Well, we're learning
fight?
lessons now, aren't we?
I'm sorry, I've never broken and entered a place before.
It's the first time for everything. You always remember your first time. Alright.
Whoever knows how to show everyone a
be
great first
clear.
time.
Mordrin's issue was not with killing them. It was done it was sloppy. It was
In an undeniable way, yes.
I
Renard-
feel
Renard-
like-
How to
Renard's
split
main
a
issue
man
was also
like
the
a
same.
log
I
was
feel
probably the
like
issue.
I feel like there is going to be fertile ground for discussion amongst the agent team before the next mission. So before we finish up tonight, feedback for me. What was your favourite moment of tonight's session?
Favorite moment. Ooh. Atlas getting her flirt on was very good. I like that.
Was she flirting or was it just the voice?
She was flirting.
I
mean,
really liked
that
the
was-
skill
that was-
challenge.
Tries
It's
that.
funny because I had like a half elven kind of school mistressy caretaker designed that suddenly turned into a Western belle within 30 seconds of Atlas's accent becoming apparent. Yes, I did quite like that scene as well. Sorry,
I liked
subjective. You were saying?
I really liked the skill. I know we like completely annihilated the skill challenge, but the skill challenge was super fun gameplay wise
Yes.
because it's just a bunch of like, tell me something you're good at and why it helps here.
Yeah.
I
Like,
like
that's
the-
super
here are
great.
the problems. How are you going to, deal with these things? I thought that was good.
You know, like, and it's super directed and focused in terms of just like, You built your character, apply it for me. I love that. That's fantastic.
100%
that, I
stolen
did
from
enjoy
Draw
the-
Steel. They
That's fine.
Yeah, they. If there is anything, I don't have the full PDF. I've just been stealing bits here and there. If there is anything that system seems to do really, really well,
Smokers,
it is
Smokers,
putting nice
Smokers,
structure.
I need your address so I can send you a new mic.
We've
Is
got
that
every
from-
other
I
one.
love that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually walking around. Sorry, because I've been sitting for a while. That's probably not helping. Let me sit down. I really like what the thing that I find that Draw Steel seems to be really good at is putting together kind of very coherent, mathematically solid systems for non-combat things. Their montage checks, which is basically what that was, are basically an extension of 4th edition skill challenges. But the whole thing around suggest 5 actions, but let them add in extra ones, and then doing it by rounds, it basically turns it into a free-form combat encounter, and I think it worked really well. I really liked it.
Yes, I approve.
I will say, following off of that, I really enjoyed getting to make every one of those checks as a strength check.
Yes.
And I thought that was quite a good gag. 2024 Barbarians.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That was very funny. Alrighty, who would we like to nominate for inspiration after tonight's session?
Ooh. I'm
Atlas.
gonna put forward Nightingale, because I think that the Atlas scene was just really good.
Cute.
I
I
love-
also liked acting drunk. That was fun too.
Birdie and
That was
Atlas.
really good. Actually, that was
Really
also really good.
fantastic.
So yeah, I think Nightingale
Mm.
gets my nomination for both counts.
I would agree. Take heroic inspiration.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, I am going to wrap it up now because it's late and I have work tomorrow. But thanks for a really good session. So as I said, this is going to be episodic in nature, so we can have some kind of in-character chats in between now and next session. And next session will be, a new mission, a new objective, and you've got some information now to work on to decide where you would like to take the story next.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Thanks, a great night. Chat to you later.
Cheerio.
Hey,
Good night.